Philadelphia. I'm Bruce Buffer. It's time for the Anthony Gargano Show.
Good morning! Happy Thursday to all across the Delaware Valley. This is the Anthony Gargano Show. We are live from the Xfinity Studios. Yes! On a Thursday morning joint practice number 2. About to commence a little bit later on this morning. In fact, we'll talk to Bo Wulf coming up shortly in the next 20 minutes, right, to get a kind of a lowdown. Apparently yesterday did not go as well in the joint practice, but we do need to remember, like, this is training camp, and there's a reason why you may scuffle and you're going working through things. So there was a lot of ugly, apparently, according to those who saw it, who witnessed it. The offense looked very disjointed. Now, there's no A.J. Brown on the field. You're going up against a really good front. There's no A.J., so I saw reports Jalen was holding on to the ball. There wasn't a lot of separation. Denzel Ward for the Browns looked really good. Eagles offense, the passing game did not do well. I guess there was only one play that had a lot of success that was early on down the field to Johnny Wilson. But again, there's no A.J. Brown. You're working on stuff. You know, apparently the run game, though, looked great. So, you know, the one aspect, and you can take a kernel. See, how I look at stuff like this, when I cover practice, and I would be at practice every day and doing my notes, is like, you know, you're working on stuff. You know, you can take a kernel of what you see and then extrapolate it. The one thing we know about this team is it's a great run team, right? It's got a great O-line. It's going to open up holes. You got the best back in the league, and you got a quarterback that can move, right? So all that leads to a great running game. It was an epic run game. So I know, and it's funny, Zach and I would go back and forth about throwing the football. And full disclosure, my own philosophy, not that it matters, but my own philosophy is I believe in the pass game, right? I totally believe in the pass game. I believe that you throw early and run late. Like, that's what I always believe that. That was Andy's philosophy, and I kind of watching how he designed his game plan and what his play calls. I agree with it. I think you got to throw early, you got to have success, and you run late, and that's why they were so good in the 4-minute offense to salt away games. That said, this run game is an epic run. It's not a normal run game with a very good back and a good offensive line. This is an elite back with an elite offensive line. So this run game is extraordinary. And so Zach and I would go back and forth about, you know, the emphasis on opening up the pass game. If you can run it the way this team can run it, and the way they have success in the second halves of games where you're wearing down a defense and you're more physical. Guys, well, I had a conversation with a coach who told me, recounted a story about how it was after, it was the Rams game, it was Rams game, when Saquon had in the regular season, and Saquon had the big second half, and they knew, he said that the players knew, they just knew it, that they were so much more physical than the Rams, and that against any opponents, even Baltimore, who was the most physical team in the league, they were more physical, and that at some point, teams would wilt, and that you fed that run game enough that sure enough, that's what would lead to the home runs. Like, we never saw anything like that. I almost think that what we saw last year was underplayed with the run home runs. Like, you never see that. Maybe twice a year, Barry Sanders would go for 80, and that would be indelible in our minds. Not like this. The long runs, the breakaway runs that this team had I mean, it was, when you talk about an air raid, right? This was a ground raid, a ground attack. Like, we never saw anything like that. And so I don't think you need to tinker around too much. Obviously, you need to throw the ball, but I don't think you suddenly need, Jalen needs to throw the ball 30 times a game. Why? Right? The only reason why he might have to throw the ball more is if teams just go, we're going to sell out all day against the run. And sometimes even a team puts 8 in the box, it doesn't mean you can't run against it. Like, you're taught, it's always about the safety. Like, your one read is the safety. Where's the safety? Where's my guy? Like, everything else falls into place once you see where the safety is. And you go, all right, well, just because he's in the box doesn't mean I can't run it against certain teams. Certain teams are really that stout, and, you're going to force to throw the football. And we saw Pittsburgh try to do that, and Jalen had success with it. Like, even Kansas City, you look at the Super Bowl, Jalen connected down the field on a couple big throws, but the Chiefs' defense actually did a decent job. I mean, they held Barkley in check. It was the Eagles' defense that dominated that game. They tipped field position, right? If you looked, the Chiefs' defense was on the field for almost the entire first half. So they dictated the tenor of that game. Going into this season, I don't think you should sell out and become a pass team. Like, again, teams want to crowd the box on you and man you up on the outside and force you to throw. All right. But you'd never, not with the way they do it, you never should abandon this run game. Like, you should always be what you are, which is a downhill run team. I mean, Todd Bowles played the Eagles differently, and that was his blueprint. Teams have tried to mimic what Bowles has done, and they haven't had success. I mean, part of it's the players, right? What given defense you're calling. But that was on display yesterday, and it just reminded me of this whole dialogue that we've been having about what the Eagles' offense should look like under Kevin Patullo. And to me, it should still look the same. Like, you should still run the football and be a downhill run team and work off of that. Right? Everything's going to come off your run game. So if you're crowding the box, there's time to throw. You got AJ manned up. Go ahead. I'll take AJ in man coverage every day of the week. Because Jalen's best throw is outside the numbers. He'll drop that ball just in a bucket. So that's how I would kind of look at it. So that was on display yesterday. Defensively, the worry is still the worry. The cornerback spot. Kaylee Ringo toasted again. That's a concern, right? Now, apparently, Adoree Jackson looked a little better. But to me, it's about Ja'Cory Bennett. I hope that he's the answer. Well, we'll talk to Bo coming up in about 10 minutes or so to kind of get a look of yesterday and an outlook for today. Phil's yesterday, quiet. Got ugly. Sanchez looked good early, and Reds blew the game open late. They didn't hit last 2 games. Quiet. Normally, I was just saying this to VG. Normally, I'd start to just not panic, but it's one of those, this team, when it doesn't hit, it's a drought. But it's baseball. You got to keep that in mind, right? As long as it doesn't last beyond 4 to 5 games, it's baseball, right? You're running some good pitching. Hunter Green's a good pitcher, right? So you're going to go through some of that. You just can't go into some prolonged slump. They're a really good team. They're in a great spot. So you can't let 2 losses when the bats go quiet and a losing series to the Reds freak you out. They got Washington coming up. So you got a big series down in Washington against a real bad pitching staff. You should be able to, they can hit, but you should be able to hit the ball against them. Mets, I texted VG last night. Mets were up 6-0. They scored 3 in the first, and I got this on, right? Like, I'm like, I got the Phillies on, and then the Phillies are out. Let me see what this Mets team, right? I'm doing some work, and I always have games on in the background. Mets put up 3 in the first, 3 in the second, and it looked like they're going to roll. And then all of a sudden, Peterson gets lit up, right? The Braves put up 9 in the third, 9. And they go on to win 11-6. So Phils don't lose any ground there. Good morning, VG.
Hey,
What are you doing, pal?
how are you?
So we had this discussion about running the football,
Yeah.
about what the offense needs to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The offense, what it is.
right.
Yeah.
Like where your strengths are, what you do great, you run the ball. Like I said this earlier, and I'll throw it by you. I almost think what we saw last year was underplayed in the run game. Like the home runs that Barkley hit, that's that's extraordinary.
Super bizarre. No one talks about it like that. Like,
Why?
I don't know. It's home run city. I mean, it's going to be tough. Well, maybe it won't be tough to replicate that. I don't think it is going to be tough. I think they just keep doing what they're doing. We run into all these new coordinators. You know, you always worry. You don't want them to try and like put their own stamp on it. Just do what they do really well. It feels like over and over again, we go back to this team runs the ball really well. This is all they do. If you want to try and stop it, I mean, the Chiefs didn't stop it. They slowed it down, but then you can't stop Devontae and AJ on one-on-one coverage. So, yeah.
No.
I feel good. I mean, I know it didn't sound great yesterday, but
You're right. It's joint practice.
Yeah.
Come on. It's August. Listen, they may sputter again out of the gate. Like, I'm not saying,
yeah.
we're going to go 1-3 or anything like that, but they may not look dominant. Like, I think they beat the Cowboys no matter what, but they may not look dominant to start the game. And nor do I need them to. Like, the way a season goes, you build up. Andy's teams are always good November, December. Like, that's when they started to catch their stride. And that it's almost like a racehorse. And that's kind of what you need from them.
There's part of me that wants to see the sequel just continue on with the steamroll through. I would love. That's what I'm looking forward to seeing.
Who would want that?
Yeah,
right? Like,
just run.
Like, if
run,
you're going to see the sequel,
I mean, if he busts,
they just bury teams.
If he busts out
every week,
yeah.
I mean, we're going to be out of our minds.
Right.
Like, I want to see it. But my only point is, you can't take a practice against the Browns in August and go, oh my God.
Not without your best receivers not there, and you're putting some pieces here and there on the offensive line right now. They got a good front, the Browns. We'll see. I mean, I heard it wasn't all bad yesterday. I'm trying to think. I dug around. Steen, they said, looked good against their first round pick. Mason Graham, they got. I mean,
and Mason Graham can play.
Yeah, there's some things coming out. Our edges coming up with sacks. Maybe they don't like just boring training camp practices. Ojulari and Uche. They looked like they were better from what I read. So, I mean, there's some pluses tomorrow today to go over. We got a whole nother day today. Then they play Saturday afternoon.
Saturday, 1 o'clock.
Yeah. It's a weird. I'm all weirded out with these times of games this week.
Yes.
1 o'clock
Philly,
Saturday, NFL.
Right. It's weird.
It feels weird.
Yeah. I don't like the preseason games. I don't know. I like them like Thursday night, Friday night.
Yeah, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the preseason.
Yeah.
1 o'clock preseason on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Because here's the other thing. Do you feel like I'm going to watch it. Do you feel like sitting down on a Saturday afternoon with a preseason game?
At 1 o'clock?
Summer afternoon.
Takes up your day.
Weather's going to be
exactly.
In the middle of your day, it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
Come on.
Like, I can only imagine my buddy Tooch, right? He's a beachman. Like, he's got the place in Brigantine. He won't, you'll never get him out of there.
Yeah.
And Saturday, 1 o'clock, he's like, dude, I've been working all week. Saturday, 1 o'clock is my beach day, man.
Yeah. It's like, the Pegan's not going to be happy. She's going to do like a day trip to New Hope. It's like, no, I'm sorry. I got to watch preseason football. It's like, what?
I know. I mean, I'm in. We're going to be in. But I agree with you with the weird time. It's strange.
It seems like Ringo's got a real problem. He doesn't seem like he's an answer to any question right now.
No, that's a real problem. Is right.
Like, not only is he just letting guys get open, but he's missing the tackles afterwards and giving up a bunch of yards after the catch. I mean, we saw that happen the other night, and I guess it happened yesterday. Dory Jackson, they do say looked a little better. So, we'll see.
I'm hoping Bennett is your answer.
Yes, he gave up a big play, but I guess from a couple of things it said he may have been expecting underneath linebacker help,
Yeah.
and maybe Jihad wasn't in the right
Yeah,
spot.
I need Bennett to be the answer there. I think that needs
it's
to be.
reassuring. You got a guy who started like 10 games last year and wasn't terrible. They say he's the top-rated zone corner, so yeah, I don't feel bad. I'm in a pretty good spot after not having great news out of both camps yesterday. Philly's not great, Eagles not great, but I feel good.
Well, that's one of those games where, I mean, it was good. It was a good ball game early.
Yeah,
Right, tight, good pitching. I mean, Sanchez had 6 strikeouts, I think, in the first 4 innings.
yeah, but not the changeup. The changeup not getting a lot of whiffs. They were hitting the changeup, which is weird. So
Yeah,
maybe the rain delay got in his head or his arm.
I don't know. I mean, it was fun. I mean, his fastball looked good.
Yeah,
I mean,
his
sometimes you
changeup's usually lights out though.
It is, but sometimes listen, he's a weird guy to hit against. And so if you can find a beat, maybe you want to hit off the changeup. You always hit off the fastball, but maybe you want to hit off the changeup when you can find a beat because they were hitting that pitch yesterday.
Yes, surprisingly. So to put everyone's worries at ease, Fangraphs World Series odds: Phillies are still second overall after the Dodgers. And Bet Parks to win the World Series, Phillies still second after the Dodgers, and their odds are going down. They were plus 800 last week. Phillies are plus 600 now.
All right.
So, yeah.
No, I think again, I think as we take a temperature, we do our daily temperature. It's baseball, so
Brewers win again. At this point, you just got
You
just got to keep your eye on.
That's my fear.
Well, dude,
Brew Crew.
they remind you of, like, I hate to say it, but the Mets of last year. I don't know why Massimo's calling me, on the air, Dad.
He's like, put it on the air. I hit a home run.
He wants a new bat after he hit that home run
today.
No, he, yeah, really. Daddy's on the air.
Dude, their run differential is plus 159, which is bonkers. I don't know what the Phillies is. It was not even close to that. What's the Phillies run differential?
He real quick.
Yeah.
He's in Cooperstown.
Yes.
Right. I told you they're doing this tournament.
Yeah.
Yesterday, they went to the Hall of Fame, and apparently it was cool. My wife was a little crazy. She's like, it wasn't that good. I said, what do you mean it wasn't that good? It's the Hall of Fame.
Wasn't that good?
Yeah.
Well, it was crowded.
This is going to be crowded.
Same reaction at the Louvre. All right? It's the Hall of Fame. It's Cooperstown, man.
Yeah.
So they had rain yesterday. He's playing a triple header today.
Oh, man.
Their first game just got over.
Whew.
It's 9 o'clock.
Lucky he's young.
Morning. They've already played a game at 9 a.m.
They played it. I think their start time was 7:15.
I was 12. I'd be really dragging at 9 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, are you nuts? You get to play 3 games in a day? That's a dream.
You say it now, but 12-year-old me be like, 7 a.m.? He's like, I get up at 6.
Okay, to play baseball. To play 3
Yeah.
games.
12-year-old you is going to be excited.
I
You
would be-
now, not
I would be
excited.
No,
freaking
I
out.
hated waking up early as a
Listen,
kid.
I agree to go to school. I hate waking up to go to school, not to go play baseball. I'm up. You tell me we got a game? I'm up. Just got the glove under my pillow. Are you nuts?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
If you're excited about something, you'll wake up
you're
for it.
waking up.
Yeah, you're
You're
dragging
waking
to
up.
school.
You're gonna leave. You're gonna leave to go down the shore for a week.
Oh, yeah.
Are you gonna? Oh, I want to sleep.
5 o'clock in the morning, I'm up.
What are we leaving at 7
That's
for? Let's leave
because
at
you're a
10.
freaking vampire.
You're
Beat the
right.
traffic, man. Come on.
He's a vampire. He's a vampire. Worried about
Yeah, went to the
sleep.
beach.
His sun come up. He starts to melt.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Do not
The-
disturb
the
me.
black. He's got the black on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's,
I am in my
pale
coffin.
as my cup. Let's look. Look, it's as pale as the
I
cup.
think I'm paler than the cup.
Really? Oh my
Hey,
God.
here's some Brewers numbers for you. They have the best run differential, plus 159. The Phillies are at plus 80. They have the best home record, 42-20. The best road record, 34-24. They have the MLB's third best ERA. Score the second most runs per game. Have the best base running per Statcast, and rank second in outs above average.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So
Scary.
Yeah. So we got to keep an eye on the Padres right now. You want that bye.
Yes.
You need to buy. So
Yes.
the Padres got 69 wins. Phillies got 69 wins. That's where we're at.
No, the buy is everything right
It's
now.
everything.
So assuming that Milwaukee is going to win the top spot,
Yes.
it's about Dodgers Padres. Now you hope they beat each other up a little bit. The only problem is they got all those games against Colorado and Arizona.
Yes.
So
Dodgers have lost 4 straight. Just got swept by the Angels.
I know. Ohtani pitched. Ohtani leads off the game with a triple. And then he's on the mound. Like,
So nuts.
leading the game off, and then he's on the mound. Like, that's insane. All right, lots to do. Let's take care of some business, and then we're going to go to NovaCare and get our update. It's a Thursday, so our man, Pat McLoone, the editor, was come up with week's headlines. We'll talk to him. We got the brain, and, of course, Bo Wulf live from Eagles training camp coming up next. BG.
Let's talk about some Doodad Dental. You know, your smile, it says a lot. So let's introduce you to the team that helps you say exactly what you want to say with your smile. Meet the Doodad Dental Group. This is the team trusted to care for one of our city's greatest assets, our Philadelphia Eagles. Now entering their 5th season as the official dentist of the Philadelphia Eagles, Dr. D and his team have proudly served Philadelphia and its fans for over 20 years. And they do it all. They do implant surgery, Invisalign, veneers, emergencies, you name it, they handle it. They're locally owned and operated. Dr. D is a proud graduate of North Penn High School and Temple University's Great School of Dentistry. His commitment to the health and confidence of our community runs deep. And whether you're an MVP or a lifelong fan, this is the team that you want caring for that smile of yours. So check them out, PhiladelphiaEaglesDentist.com, and discover how you can smile like the birds and smile like an eagle. PhiladelphiaEaglesDentist.com. And we've been talking about this great program over at TrueMark, the Green Light Debit Card. So summer's still here. Kids are still out, so they may still be working. A few more weeks of extra allowance and all that. So it's a perfect time to set them up with something that teaches them real-world money skills and gives them a little bit of freedom, and that is this Green Light Debit Card and Money app. And if you're a TrueMark Financial member, this is totally free, this Green Light account for your kids or teens. And it's a really simple way to manage their own money, whether it's from a job, allowance, birthday cash, graduation, you name it. If they got some cash, this will help them manage it. And they get their own debit card. They can set savings goals, track their spending, and learn how to budget, all while you stay in the loop from your phone. So you stay in control of everything, but they get to learn how money really works in everyday life. So before the summer's gone, this is a great way to help your kids build some smart money habits that'll stick with them long after the season's over. So head over to TrueMark.com/greenlight. Get all the details and sign up today. And don't miss this chance to set your kids up for some financial success now and throughout the rest of their lives, which is TrueMark.com/greenlight.
All right. We're waiting for Bo? Okay, you let me know. He wants a bat. That's why he called.
Yeah. Oh, you knew as soon as he said, I
had a
hit a
feeling.
home run. I borrowed a bat and hit a home run.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
these bats are killing me.
Is there a sporting goods store in
The
Greentown?
Dick's?
Yeah, look it up.
Dick's Sporting Goods. First of all, I love it. All right.
It's a monopoly at this point, though, isn't
It's
it?
the greatest place in the world. It's like kid heaven, or it'd be like
Yeah.
sports heaven. But yeah, of course, it's Cooperstown. So, of course, there's going to be a Dick's Sporting Goods near there. And
Of course.
he borrowed a bat, Andrew,
Yeah.
and he hit a home run with the bat. It's called the Dub.
The dub. He's getting dubs with the
Freaking
dub.
bats. You know what I have to do? I'm going to have to live in like a bat cave because of all this damn money on bats. Oh my God.
Is there a Dick's?
Oh, yes, there's a Dick's right there. Of course there is.
Oh yeah, Otsego County.
All right, let's go to our man on the scene, on the sidelines. There he is, our buddy Bo Wulf, all PHLY Bird Show. He's on the scene right now. Good morning, Bo.
Our man on the ground, he's solid and sound. He's on the hunt for Eagles news. Handsome and astounds, clever and profound. We're talking Eagles with Bo Wulf.
That was a request from Ed Wright. He's like, he needs a Hungry Like the Wolf intro. I was like, all right.
I actually love that.
Yeah, you spruced up the photos in there too. Stealing from
it-
my Instagram.
Eagles like the Wolf. It's pretty good, man.
All right, yeah. I
It's
think we'll
good
go keep
stuff.
that one.
That's a keeper.
Talking Eagles.
I
with
like
Bo
the other
Wolf.
one better, to be honest. I like the bluesy. Yeah, I'm like, that's okay.
Bo. Yeah, they're both good.
Yeah, well, we
They're
got
both
two. We
good.
can mix them around.
All right. We got a lot to unpack
I
with you,
appreciate the
buddy.
legwork, VG.
We have a lot to unpack with you. All right? Because I guess yesterday was kind of, you would describe it. Let's start defensively because I guess not another bad day for Keely Ringo.
Yeah, it was not a good day for any of those other corners yesterday. Keely had a one play in particular that really stood out where it was sort of an out route to Jerry Jeudy, and Keely Ringo made the decision to try to undercut it, and he missed on the ball, and it was either the ball got there first or he whiffed on it, and then Jerry Jeudy catches it and runs downfield for something like a 40-yard gain or so. And it's just like those are the kinds of plays that Keely Ringo cannot be making. He cannot get beat deep like that. But listen, Jacorian Bennett had a really bad day yesterday too. Had a pass interference, got beat for a touchdown. The touchdown was kind of a tough assignment where he had to follow the guy all the way across the field. It was a well-schemed play, but he didn't look good yesterday either. And Adoree Jackson continues to be just okay. He looked pretty good in one-on-ones, but gave up some catches in full team drills. And so they're still looking for an answer here. And I got to tell you, because the thing that's really on my radar here now is that Mac McWilliams, the rookie 5th-round pick, who was working a lot in the nickel when he was healthy in the first half of camp, is now working exclusively on the outside with the second team defense. And I don't think that means he is necessarily going to win this job, but I think it means that Vic Fangio is looking at him now as part of the competition at that position because he is not taking any reps inside right now. And I think the Eagles are starting to get a little bit desperate for, can we find somebody to trust opposite Quinyon Mitchell?
All right. Well, who's taking the reps inside now? Forget Cooper aside.
So with the ones, it's Cooper.
I know.
With the twos, it's my guy Brandon Johnson. Now I do think that were the season to start tomorrow, that Mac McWilliams would probably be the backup inside. But right now, that's what it is.
How about safety now? How's Makuba?
Fine. Sidney Brown got most of the reps yesterday. Makuba got a few. He was sprinkled in. He's spending more time with the ones when they're in dime. He's like the extra defensive back there inside. Sidney Brown is getting the majority of the reps. They spent a fair amount of time in base yesterday, so we saw a lot of Cooper DeJean at safety. I think this is another one where it's starting. The season's getting here soon, and there's not a guy who has really gone out and won this job. I think they would like it to be Makuba. I don't know that he has lived up to their expectations just yet beyond the injury stuff.
Yeah, see, that's what scares me because I'm not a big believer in Sidney Brown. I'm not, and again, if you need Coop inside, I don't know what you do because Coop's your best.
He's a very specific kind of
Coop
player. I think Jeffrey Lurie would pay a lot for that cloning machine if he could find it.
Yeah. You need to clone the Coop, man. All right. Now, I guess better results from the edge.
Yes. So I focused on the defense yesterday. I was mostly watching the Eagles defense against the Browns offense. And my takeaway was, yes, the secondary struggled. The passing defense was not ideal, especially considering they were going up against Dylan Gabriel and Joe Flacco, as it looks like the Browns are coming in here behind me. But the front did really well.
Say what you want.
Now,
I don't care anybody. Real quick, say what you want about Joe. Joe will hurt a defensive back. Joe can exploit that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He can still throw the ball.
Yeah.
It was good to see him catching up with Vic Fangio yesterday. I think the two of them maybe went to high school together. So they had a lot of stuff to catch up on. But the front, you're right. It was Azeez Ojulari's best day of the summer. He had a sack. He had a nice play in run defense. Now, I did then remember myself, and I think we might have talked about this last summer, because that Bryce Huff's best day of the summer last year was in the Patriots joint practices. It was like he finally got to go up against somebody else, and the offensive line wasn't as good. And DeJuan Jones, the Browns left tackle, is probably their weak link. So we need to keep that in mind. but I do think it was Azeez Ojulari's best day. The Eagles front, they did a really good job in the run game yesterday. The Browns got very little going in the run game. And they also did a really good job anytime the Browns called a screen. I think they sniffed out like 4 or 5 screens as like total busts for the offense. So Ojulari, it was encouraging to see that. You know, Uche has looked better, more spry this summer, and certainly has brought a little bit more juice as a pass rusher. But I do think that it's possible Ojulari is going to be the one who gets sprinkled in more on first and second down because he offers a little bit more heft against the run than Uche does.
Yeah, I could see that. How about in the middle? Anybody else stand out to you?
Jeremiah Trotter Jr. had a good day. I thought Jahad Campbell was fine. There was one play in particular where there was a bit of a miscommunication in the red zone, and I think Bobby King was getting on him a little bit. But I think he looks the part, and you know when he comes downhill and he sees it, he gets there so fast and with violent intentions. I'm just excited to see him when the lights really go on. That's mostly about it. You know, I was kind of hoping that Jalen Carter was going to have like a dominant day, like the kind of day that Myles Garrett had, where he was like ruining practice for the Eagles offense at times. I didn't quite see that from Jalen yesterday. And I think it's been on my radar that like, you know, Quinyon Mitchell has been the best player on the defense this summer. I'm waiting for Jalen to turn on that like best player on the field switch right now. He's been very good, don't get me wrong, but you know, just like the dominant.
Wait for the season,
which is totally fine. I'm not worried about Jalen Carter.
Yeah, he's a special player. Man.
He's unbelievable. But I think he could be the best player on the team.
Yeah,
I kind of want to see that.
He's a whims guy, right? Which is when he's incredibly talented. He is scary. But it's also predicated on whims. So, like, if he's in that mode, he could be the greatest defensive tackle in the history of the game. But he's got to be in that mode. Like, he is prone to whims.
I like that. I like a whims guy. I think that's a good description, Cut.
Yeah. Let's go other side of the ball because I guess it did not look pretty, especially the pass game. Did not look good. No A.J. Brown, so obviously that had an impact.
Sure. Yeah, the response I got from Fran and EJ, who spent most of the day watching that, was the run game looked very good. So you feel good about that. Passing game was a little bit disappointing. The ball hit the ground a little bit. But the one point that Fran made, which I do think is important, is like there were a lot of short completions, but they were not the kind of short completions where it was like Jalen Hurts scrambling around and it's practice, and so he just dumps the ball off. It was like, okay, he got to his third read quickly because the first couple of reads were covered, and it was in the scheme of the offense, which is good. Like that is encouraging. That is what you want to see. And so there is some nuance in that stuff. He threw an interception in 7-on-7s, and then there was another one in team drills where he was actually sacked first. But that stuff does not really worry me. To me, like the most important thing with Jalen Hurts right now with AJ Brown out is just that he's willing to throw the ball to guys like Darius Cooper and Johnny Wilson. And it sounds like he was doing that because I think those reps matter.
See, obviously I didn't see it. So, I rely on you guys, obviously. But I did hear that he was holding on to the ball.
Yeah. I also didn't get to see most of practice yesterday. So that could have been the case. But I think, the review from Fran and AJ was kind of like, meh. Fine.
Right.
He was not great. He wasn't terrible.
Right. I mean, the one thing that he's got to do, right, is he has to get rid of the ball when guys aren't wide open. Like his next step, right? His next step is that. Like we always talk about the tiers, and yesterday the bro goes, let's do a VOD on the tiers. I go, yeah, I love quarterbacks. I love talking quarterbacks. But I can't in good conscience, and I love Hurts.
Where did you have him?
I love what he does. Like he plays point guard. He does so many great things. He's a winner. First and foremost, he's a winner. But I can't put him in tier one when you're not. Yeah. You only throw the ball when the guy's open. right? Like in the middle of the field. Like he makes that one throw, which is great, down outside the numbers, dropping a bucket. Great throw. That's why you're at the top of tier 2. But those tier 1 guys, there's only 4 of them, Mahomes, Lamar, Allen, and Burrow. Well, they make all the throws.
I think that's very fair. And I think you have to think about it psychologically from Jalen's perspective, where if you believe that you can make stuff happen with your legs, right, it's probably harder to take your medicine and get the ball out for a play that you think is more likely to be incomplete than complete, when you think you have the plan B of scrambling for 6 yards or whatever it is. But you're right. He does need to do that. And it's, listen, I'm not saying this guy is better than him, but in the quarterback room, like there's probably a little bit that Jalen could take from Tanner McKee on that.
Totally.
Right.
You're exactly right. It's not saying that obviously McKee's better than Jalen. Nobody's saying that, even though you and I both love Tanner. It's nothing to do with that. Jalen's style is just he's got a winning style of QB, man. Like, but if we're talking about little tweaks, you can always improve. I think to improve is just get the ball out a little quicker. But ultimately, if he plays like he did this year, I'm thrilled. All right, because he's a winning quarterback.
Yeah, I think we often talk about how Nick Sirianni is maybe not the best coach in football and wouldn't be a top 5 coach for every team, but for this organization, he's the right coach. And I think you could say a similar thing about Jalen Hurts, right? Where if he is surrounded by the talent that he is surrounded by, for him to make sure that he doesn't make catastrophic mistakes is really important. And that switch that he flipped after the first 4 games of the season last year, where he became much more turnover avoidant and was willing to take more sacks, like that was not the most exciting style of play, but it made a lot of sense for this team. I would like to see him be more of the straight jacket off guy he was in the last 2 games of the season, but it doesn't mean he needs to go crazy on that front. And he still needs to more than anything else, not make those mistakes. And so you're right. It's like, if you can just turn the dial up just a little bit, I think that would go a long way.
It was yesterday on one of the national shows, Peter Schrager, they were talking about Jalen Hurts, and they're doing the tier thing, but Schrager said, he's probably the perfect quarterback for this city and this team and this offense for right now, and it's working. He can't complain. Like you're saying, I think he's just perfect for what they're doing right now.
Yeah, and the summer of discourse where we get these quarterback tiers and like the national people have him down around like 10 or 11. It is perfect for Philly, right? Because
right.
Like, what are you talking? Because during the season, half the fan base is like, Jalen has been terrible this year. This is awful. But as soon as somebody else says something like that,
yes.
I mean, we're gonna burn your city down. Go to hell.
Totally. Like Arlovsky's top 10. I don't even think he had Mahomes in his top 10 in his rankings this offseason.
Come on.
It's ridiculous. Hey, so we saw Johnny Wilson make some nice jump ball catches with Tanner McKee. I guess the reports were he had a couple catches yesterday. Is he starting to separate himself for this wide receiver 4 position?
I don't know about. So here's how I think about it. Now for yesterday, I think it was notable that some of those plays came from Jalen Hurts, right? Because for the exact thing that we're talking about, Tanner McKee is usually more willing to just throw the ball up to Johnny Wilson than Jalen Hurts might be. But Jalen did it yesterday, and Johnny Wilson responded in kind. The way I think about that competition is, I think Johnny Wilson's on the team. I think he's going to be the wide receiver 4 in the sense that he gets the 4th most snaps of any wide receiver in week 1, because he's going to be involved in the running game. They like him as a blocker. And he's shown enough as a receiver just catching the ball this summer that you can pencil him in there as worthwhile as like Jalen's 3rd read. Okay. But I also think that if something were to happen to AJ Brown or Devontae Smith where they missed some time, to me, Darius Cooper brings a lot more juice to the receiving game than Johnny Wilson does. So I think both of those guys are on the team. I think Johnny Wilson has a specific role, but to me, Darius Cooper is like, he has real juice. And I think there is enough upside here where Darius Cooper can be your wide receiver 3 next year after Jahan Dotson leaves.
Dude, you know what's funny? I started to get scared here because you and I, we see it the exact same way. First of all, you and I were on the Tanner train early, and
We're
you and I
football
on the
guys, cuz we know what we see.
and the Cooper train. You're right, dude. He's different, and just because it's only because he's a rookie free agent that played at Tarleton that nobody knows that where Tarleton is, right? That they look at him just like a regular guy in the preseason. You know as well as I do. You got these preseason warriors that are in their second and third preseasons that put up numbers, that flash, but they really can't do it in the regular season. This kid's not that. It's his first one. This kid's got something.
And he does it in practice all the time. He gets open consistently. He has real juice. He's, I think, a more polished route runner than you would expect. Kevin Patullo gave a lot of credit to Aaron Moorhead for his development over the course of the offseason from the spring to now. Like, there were some certain things that they focused on him getting better at. But yeah, I mean, the fact that he is a rookie and doing this, it's really encouraging. And I do, like, there are some people who are saying, like, like this happens all the time, like somebody pops. But this is not just the ball finding him. This is him going out and getting open against, it's not going up against Quinyon Mitchell every day, but he's going up against the highest level that he can go up against in these settings. He's been working with the ones. I think he's really good. There's a debate about, are they really going to use a roster spot on him? Yeah, they're going to use a roster spot on him. He's good. Imagine that Anaya Smith last summer as a 5th-round pick had the summer that Darius Cooper is having right now.
Oh my God.
We would be going insane.
Yes. Oh, we got an answer. We found an answer. No, you're so right. Of course, yes. That's why I'm laughing. People are going, well, I don't know. He's on the bubble. I'm like, what? No way. There's no way in the world. Nick knows receivers too. Nick's got a good eye. Like, he understands receivers. There's no way in the world that this kid doesn't make the team.
No chance. I totally agree.
Oh.
I think he's like, I do believe, like, if, and knock on wood, this doesn't happen, but if AJ or Devontae missed any time this summer or this season, like, I think Darius Cooper is going to be involved in the offense.
Yep. All right. Today. Now, I guess Shedeur's out, right? Like, so he got hurt in practice?
Yeah, he was in for one series yesterday. I think they said he got hurt during warmups or something like that. So yeah, I guess my expectation is we will not see him today. But
I heard he's not playing Saturday.
Not too bad. It's good for our VODs too. We get a lot of views anytime he's involved in a short or anything like that. I'd like to see him out there just so we can get the shine. What do they say that is, like clout, or were we clout stealing? What, I don't know what the phrase is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Clout stealing. Yeah.
Clout stealing. Yeah. Spot on. So what else? What are we looking at? Like, come 2:00 today when you're on the air, what do you want to be talking about?
So depth chart wise, like, I want to continue to follow the Mac McWilliams thing and see who's getting the reps on the outside. I want to see if Drew Makuba gets more involved with the first team defense. I want to see if there's a change at left guard, if Darian Kennard starts to get reps with the ones at Brett Tost's expense. But more than that, I am going to watch the offense today. We're gonna switch from yesterday. So I want to see how Jalen looks and if they can get stuff going in the passing game against the Browns defense.
Again, which is a very good unit. Mm-hmm. Like, their defense is a very good unit.
2 years ago, they were one of the best. They were top 3 defense in football.
It's a great test for them. Yeah.
So it is a very good test for them. And the Myles Garrett thing is like, okay, he's probably going to ruin some plays. That's just how good he is. And I tell you what, it really is fun to watch the way that, like, the Eagles players react to Myles Garrett. It is not often where there's like a line of like 20 guys just wanting to get some time with Myles Garrett after practice because they're just so impressed with him. But yeah, I want to see the Eagles bounce back. I want to see
they weren't getting driving tips.
Well, that's true, but they were getting tips on how to just live your life without your shirt off. That's what Myles Garrett does. Yeah, I want to see them be crisper. Let's just see how they respond.
I like it. All right, 2:00. You and EJ batting it around,
and Fran as well. So we got three pairs of eyes to cover the practice today.
Yeah, I love it. Love it. I love what you guys are doing. Keep it up, baby. Thank you, my
Thank you,
brother.
Cuz. Yep, enjoy the show.
There he is, Bo Wulf, live at NovaCare. They are killing it, those guys down there. That's good coverage.
Great coverage. Makuba might not have
Make
great
sure
coverage.
you become a diehard, mind you. Yeah, Makuba worries me.
I was just seeing, I was like, what's Xavier Watts up to? Shining brightly in Falcons training camp and probably going to start.
Well,
Super
let's
impressed.
see. I mean, you know, the injury slowed.
You were a big Watts fan. You
I
like the
know,
Notre Dame
I
kid.
know, I told you, but listen, Makuba's here. You know, let's see. Let's get.
He gave us a fine today.
We heard fine. We
Fine.
heard okay.
Yeah.
That was another word that was used.
But even the way he said it too was,
Yeah.
he's fine.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, he was fine.
He's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
He's fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is
okay.
okay lesser than fine? Or
Or
equal to?
I think I'd rather be. He's okay.
No, fine below okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, on the pecking order. But you're right. Like, no, he's okay. He's okay.
Yeah, it will be
Okay.
okay.
It's not great,
He's going to be fine.
but he's okay.
He's fine.
Yeah.
It's Sidney Brown Makuba's problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
all
fine.
right. Speaking of someone who's more than fine, always better than okay,
Feinberg.
he is the man, Brad Feinberg, the brain.
Brain.
Red the Brain Feinberg.
There he is, the brain. He's back home, the brain, off the cruise. What do you say,
No,
brain?
well, I'm still, well, by the way, I'm kind of going to be on the move here. So just to warn you, if you see me going, because we're in the Dominican Republic still.
Oh.
The car's picking me up soon. So just letting you know, if you see me moving, you're like, what the heck's this guy doing?
You're going to get snatched.
I'm sorry. So just letting you know, there's a reason for it.
Oh, you really are. Brought to us by the Bet Park Sportsbook Online Casino app. Of course, the one, the only Brain. Brain, what are you seeing? Like, are you in the middle of your homework for two things? One, for the season, right? Like, you do a lot of homework now that gives you a little bit, when the season begins, you got a little idea, like, you know, who's getting the football, you know, to them a lot. Like, if you got Pearsall's getting a lot of the throws, right? Are you doing that? You looking at that stuff?
Oh, again, I get yelled at because, that's exactly what I'm doing. Again, I'm always trying to get every single edge and see every single nugget that I can whether it's
What do
betting,
you have, a spreadsheet? Like, do you take notes? Like, you know,
I just honestly, Anthony, it's funny. If you ask me what I ate yesterday, I forget. You asked me a bet I lost 16 years ago, what it was, I could tell you the exact way I lost it, how it happened. It's just interesting how it is like that. So with this, if I don't even really need to write down. Like, when I see it and I know it affects me and what I need to do, I remember it 100%. I just
well, it's
don't
funny.
forget it.
You know what I do? I have one notebook that is by my television, right? And it's a big, thick college notebook binder. And
I love it.
What I do is when I watch games and stuff like that, because of the show, and I do, you know, our show and then the Fox show and whatever else, I track players, like just what I see from teams and players that, you know, and I just write it down.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Look, you always want to, again, sometimes you're right. You can forget something and you just make a note saying, oh, okay. Then for the next, when you want to talk about that team or something, you have a reference of what happened or whatnot. But for me, for whatever reason, when it's something like that, with that specific instance, I just remember it. I don't know why. But as I said, you asked me yesterday what I ate.
What have you gleaned? Yeah, you gleaned anything so far? Any tips? Because, by the way, it works for fantasy too.
Oh no, it definitely works for fantasy. I mean, listen, as I said, there's for me, I'm just look what quarterbacks are going to play in terms of sometimes if you like an over under for a team. I'll tell you actually an over under I just bet. I think this team's going to be a little bit better than maybe the average person thinks. I think the Tennessee Titans. It's funny. I think Cam, when I watch him talk, I know that sounds weird because you will say watch him play, but he just seems so mature.
Wait,
Like,
let me go to my main man who's going to tell you about how I feel about Cam Ward.
Oh, dude, we've been playing nugs. Cam Ward talking about he gets up at like 4:30 or 5:30 a.m. because he saw his dad do it on a job he hates. So he's got a job he loves. So why wouldn't he get up at 4:30? He just says and does everything right. He's like Anthony's dream child.
I love.
Well, you know, it's
Cam
funny.
Ward.
It's actually true because, and you know, it's funny. Like when you hear guys speak, sometimes you could tell if they're just BSing it, and other guys you can just tell that that's like Kobe Bryant. That's how he was.
He's going to succeed. Now,
he's going to succeed.
He's got an uphill battle because of what's around him, right? And I don't know about that.
But I bet over
franchise
5.5 wins.
Dude, there's a visual going around. I think it was yesterday of him admonishing the team. The whole team's on knees. He's standing because they had a bad practice. He's been in the league 3 weeks.
I just absolutely love the kid. Love the kid.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a winner. I just bet them over 5.5 wins. And you can find, I think, 13-1 of them to win the division. I don't think that's even a bad pizza bet because that division to me, it's like, I mean, I could kind of see anyone doing it. You want my honest answer? If there's a division you want to be in, I mean, the Texans, I know they're the favorite, but I mean, shaky offensive line, you know, I don't know. I mean, and Stroud wasn't quite as good, even though I do really like CJ Stroud. I think he's quite good, but that's a team that I just added.
And you know who's going to be,
portfolio.
you know who's going to be worse, who's going to be horrible, is the Saints. I mean, they're going to be. They have no player. They may go winless to 1.
I bet them under 6.5 wins quite big. It's one of my bigger bets.
Yeah,
I bet
like
them to finish with the worst record plus 400.
Great bet.
And here's my favorite bet. My biggest bet of the entire lot. Again, if this team does well, you know, I'll be freaking not doing well. But I bet them to come in last place, -110. -110. I thought that was like a typo.
Atlanta, Tampa, Carolina. So what we got to worry about is Carolina, and they're better.
I don't have to worry about any. They stink. They're sorry. They're horrible. They're just they are.
Well, because here's the other thing. First of all, the kid can't play. Shock. He's not ready to play.
Oh,
and
this is going to be horrible.
Right. And Rattler,
they could really, honestly, Anthony, they could finish
sucks.
2-15. They really could finish 2-15. I kind of think they're going.
Yeah, I may even take under 2-15.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be like one of the way. Remember the Patriots that one year when they started off, they went 16-0. But I kind of think this team could be bad in the way the Patriots were good. I think every game's just going to be ugly.
If you bet the Saints to win exactly 2 games, it pays 14-1.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
If you think they're going to win one game, if you think they're going to win one game, it's 40-1.
Just spread.
What's no
What's
games?
0? What's winless?
0 is 10,000 plus 10,000. So,
dude,
what's it?
It's worth the pizza. Well, that's a $5 bet.
Are you serious?
I'm looking at BetParks right now. 0 games won. Yeah, it's a 1 with 4 zeros behind it. 10 plus 10,000.
Wow. All right. I think I'm actually going to go and bet that now. Like for
Might as well put $2 on it.
Well,
$2. I would bet more than that.
No, in my world, $2.
Right, but your 2 is his 200.
Yeah.
He would throw.
No, I'm just saying. I think this is a team that easily could be. I could just picture it right now. Like in week 11, will the Saints win a game? You know, -110, yes, -110.
Exactly, because you can always hedge later in the season and hedge it, get your money back.
Yeah, I think this team's going to be. In fact, I'll go as far to tell you, coming into a year, I think they're more or less as lower power rated team as I've had that I can recall.
Dude, totally. I got him the same way. Got him the same way. Same way.
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely think that's. I think that's a really good bet. By the way.
And here's the thing, Arch is staying. It'll be Nussmeier, and Nussmeier will go to his dad. I love the Nussmeiers.
He's good. Again, I know VG. I know you like LSU. They're going to obviously be a really tough team as well this year.
I was thinking, hey, I was reaching out to brag, get a little intel on my research.
that's your selection.
No, it may not be. I
Tigers, go Tigers.
I was asking him about some teams, multiple teams.
They're
asked him
good.
about.
No, they're again. When you have a good quarterback and a good coach, how many times do you fail? Just saying again. You don't even. Sometimes it's really just see the ball, hit the ball. If you have a good coach and a good quarterback, how many times do you?
By
fail?
the way, I hear Bama. The quarterback looks real good. You remember he didn't transfer; he stayed there.
Yeah,
I heard he looked really good.
Yeah, I think Alabama will make the playoffs this year. I did actually bet on that, and I think they will go over 9.5 games as well. Look, but it's funny, the SEC. I mean, what's crazy is first time ever, guys. You see this stat? Number 1 team in America is an underdog the opening day.
Yeah. Well,
they play Texas. They play Ohio State.
Ohio State's favorite?
Yeah, 2.5.
What? Wow. I think Texas is legit, though.
They are legit. They're ranked number 1.
No. I mean, they should be a favorite. I like Texas, and that's going to be an amazing game. But again,
I bet under in the game, by the way.
What's that?
I bet under 51. I think it was. I bet under 51.
That makes sense. I mean, you have 2 first-time starters at quarterback.
Yeah, that line's too high. And again, to me, a lot of times the defenses will be ahead of the offenses, and I just don't think this is not going to be
Ohio
like
State's defense is really good.
7 game. Yeah, no, for sure. It's not going to be some kind of crazy high-scoring game at all. I think this game will be played more in like the low 40s, quite honestly, than like the 50s. I would be really surprised if it was that. By the way, I know a lot of Penn State fans watching. Penn State is my pick to win the Big Ten. I think Penn State, is right there is a national championship contender as much as anyone.
Dude, I mean, not for nothing, but I'm completely with you. The 2 games you have, right? You have Oregon and you got Ohio State.
I don't even love Oregon.
Both games come at home, and both games come after a bye. It's set up. You got to win.
It's set up. But you know what's interesting, Anthony? And it's like one of those things I always say, like Derek Jeter, just like everything went well for Derek Jeter. Like it was just like he had that magical, like it factor. And then like I felt like Tony Romo in the playoffs, it's just things always went against him for whatever reason, even though I thought he was a great player. I swear, James Franklin and me, I don't know what it is. I don't know. There's just like a cloud. And the guy's obviously had a great career. I can't knock what he's done, but there just seems to be something about him. I don't know that something just seems to always go amiss when you just are like, oh, how did this happen?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'm rooting for him.
He's overrated.
I
think he's a good guy. I think absolutely.
I'm rooting for him. He gets a ton of flack. And again, it's not like he's the OC. So, I know he's the head coach and all. And where they get a lot of flack is the offense, right?
Yeah.
I'm rooting for Franklin. I really am. I want to see him win. I think he's a good coach. He's a great recruiter. I hope that this is their year, I really do. They play his team hard, man.
I think they're as likely of a national championship winner as any team in the nation.
Yes.
I really believe that. I think they're as likely of a national
championship. Like they got 3 receivers in the portal.
Absolutely.
They got those 2 backs.
Listen, this is going to be
are amazing.
Yeah, this team, 2 backs are amazing. This is going to be a really, really good team. And again, I think they're going to win the Big Ten. And actually, Oregon's a team, Anthony. I know you talked about Oregon. I'm not as high on Oregon as the market is. That's actually
I agree.
I think Oregon's not going to be quite as good. Now, Ohio State obviously is going to be good. And look, Michigan, we'll see if the kid can.
No, listen, they're a year away. They got a great class. They just got to get acclimated. They're a year away. They're going to be good, but they're a year away.
Yeah.
Here's the team everybody loves. I'm not in love with is Illinois. Everybody goes, Illinois is the next Indiana.
They were darling last year.
I'm not buying it.
No, Illinois to me is like, again, I mean, not in terms of a national championship or winning the Big Ten. Absolutely not. Yeah, I think they could have a winning record. That's about as far as I'll go.
People are talking about them being maybe the second or the third team in the Big Ten. Maybe the second, which I don't see because
I don't see that at all.
Right.
I don't see that at all. Nope, that would shock me.
I think Nebraska is better than Illinois.
You know, Anthony, because of you, you'll be glad to know. I swear, Anthony, because I love you as a human being. So I always root for your guys. It's like it's a subliminal advertising.
That's awesome. Thanks, brother.
I root for Nebraska. I just started rooting for Nebraska very hard because of you. Like
That's
I literally
cool.
just I root for them every week. I just do, and because I know you and Coach Rule. I know he's like
in fact at 11:30 today we're taping the Matt Rule show. I have a little
there you
part
go.
in the Matt
So
Rule show.
When you tell me someone's a good solid dude,
He is.
I treat that as gospel.
Tremendous guy, tremendous coach, great guy.
Yeah. So I'm really rooting for them, and I feel like they certainly have a chance. They showed flashes last year. They really showed flashes. They had Ohio State on the road.
Dylan Raiola is a terrific quarterback.
Good. Yeah, they have the quarterback.
I think they can surprise people.
Yeah, and they had Ohio State. I think it was like 14-9 in the fourth quarter.
Yes.
Am I misremembering?
Yeah, no. You and I were texting about the game.
Yeah.
Their problem was they got rolled by Indiana. Remember that?
Yeah, but Indiana made the playoff.
And then they came back the next week and they were scaring the bejesus out of Ohio State.
The way that you described what some people talk about Illinois, to me, that team would be Nebraska for me.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that's a team that actually could surprise and maybe move that up. And I'm rooting for it too. Yeah. But I think you have a good quarterback and a good coach. Again, Anthony, what we just said, good quarterback, good coach, raises your IQ quite a bit.
Exactly. So, all right, what do you got for us preseason week 2 and then tonight baseball?
Yeah, preseason week 2, Anthony, look, I'm going to be complete. I got some things sent to me from people who I respect. I wasn't able to do a ton of my own research being away on vacation, but I can tell you some stuff I did bet. I have the Arizona Cardinals getting 6. You can find 6.5 against Denver. I have the 49ers against the Raiders getting the same number. I think that may be down to 4.5 now, but I think it's still probably decent even at that number. I like the Giants laying 3 against the Jets would be another one. Again, I actually think the Giants quarterback rotation, don't laugh, is actually going to be, especially for preseason, kind of decent. Eagles game. Look, the Eagles are what, laying 5.5 right now, guys. Is that what number you're showing? Yeah. Is it 5.5?
I don't know. Hold on. I'm in the college football world.
Yeah, I mean, look, right now with the Browns, again, the Browns quarterback situation.
Eagles on week 1, are we saying?
I mean, no. It's Saturday against Cleveland.
No. Against the Browns.
4.5.
I think it's 5.5. But
4.5.
4.5. I mean, Anthony, let me ask you a question. How much is Tanner McKee going to be playing this week?
I would think. I mean, I'm guessing we'll give DTR and Kyle a quarter apiece.
DTR, it's interesting. DTR has always been a preseason star. For whatever reason, he can't play in the regular season. But it's interesting. In the preseason, he's always been really, really good. He's just never done it.
My guess is they go Tanner for a quarter. For half this time. And, because you still want to get a look at the receivers. You want to get a look at, the back tight ends. So
I only could look for Philadelphia.
You need Tanner in there to play.
Yeah, I only could look at Philadelphia because combination of two things, guys. If you are getting, because I've been away. There's
going to be a lot of Dylan Gabriel for sure.
Yeah, he's starting.
Yeah, but I don't.
And Shedeur's not playing.
Yeah, Shedeur's not playing. And Shedeur, again, I actually think Shedeur was going to be potentially decent. Gabriel, look, I don't buy it. Again, I think Cleveland's pretty bad. I think the Eagles will be covering this game. And again, potentially would like the Eagles maybe in the first half. We're going to be getting Tanner McKee first half, maybe I'd lay 4 in the first half with the Eagles because I think there's a good chance we're going to see Cleveland finish with 0 or 3. And to me, if you have Tanner McKee again, maybe I overrate that guy, but man, I don't know. I'd really be curious to know how many smart personnel people there are in the NFL that actually know this guy's good. I heard Anthony. I heard Ross Tucker. You know Ross Tucker, right?
Yeah.
Talking about, because he does, I guess, a lot of the games radio wise or TV wise for the Eagles, and he's talking about Tanner McKee, and he's like, hang on, guys, and he's like, this guy is so freaking good. He goes, I've never seen this guy not play really, really well. I've just never seen this guy not play really, really well. And wait, hang on, guys, for 1 second.
Well, I tell you what, you go take care of that. We'll reconvene.
I appreciate it, man, because I gotta get out of here. I appreciate.
What you got to do?
I'm being summoned.
Look where he's staying. Look at that place. It's never ending.
Right.
My hotel room is like the size of his studio. That's
like 6 rooms.
Oh my God. God bless you, Brain. Enjoy yourself.
Appreciate
Safe
you
travels.
guys.
There he is, the Brain.
It's like a military extraction. He had his go bag, threw it on his shoulder, rolled
Yeah,
out.
right.
His go bag.
Yeah.
Watch a lot of movies. I love this. The Xfinity Ball.
Yeah.
Because we are live from the Xfinity Studios.
You got to get that ball in your hands.
Uh-huh.
I saw that sitting over there. I was like, oh, Anthony's got to get his hands on this.
I'll be breaking something.
Yeah, people's noses, fingers, eye sockets.
Just don't throw it over here. Might hit a camera.
No, I know. But I think nice ball. Nice ball. I always tell Moss, I'll swat at him. But you got to grip the ball. Like when you're at home watching TV, right? Have the ball in your hand.
Yeah.
Grip the ball. Feel the ball. And then I always try to swat it like he's not looking at it.
Yeah.
Feel the ball. This is a nice ball. Xfinity Studios.
Love it.
All right, let's take care of some business. And then we got the editor. Oh, Pat. Pat. Love Pat. He's coming up next. Let's talk about the Ford F-150 OVG, the legendary Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks in America, 48 straight years. They're always cool. Like, I'll be driving.
It's a dynasty.
It is a dynasty. I'll be driving, and I see that, and they move.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, damn, man. I almost feel intimidated by the F-150, man. The F-150 blends work-ready toughness with modern-day tech and luxury. Offers 6 powertrain options, including a hybrid, fully electric lightning mode. When these are fully loaded, these things are ridiculous. They're ridiculous no matter what, but the fully loaded, my God. 3.5 L power boost hybrid V6 delivers 430 HP, amazing towing capacity. Best-in-class towing up to 14,000 pounds, depending on configuration. How about that? I mean, they get the Pro Power onboard. Turns your truck into a mobile generator. Perfect for job sites or tailgates.
Mobile generator.
A mobile generator.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man. Military-grade aluminum alloy body. Tough, lightweight, corrosion-resistant. Are you kidding me with this thing? Bro, advanced Sync 4 system with cloud-based voice recognition and over-the-air updates. Like this, are you like that? I would imagine that thing, driving that thing. That's amazing. They got max recline seats, offer nearly 180-degree recline. You can take a nap, a break, like you're on the center seat.
Man.
That's good for Joey. All right.
Joey loves a nap.
Tailgate work service is a carpenter's dream. Ruler, clamps, more built right in. 360-degree camera system helps with trailing, parking, off-roading.
Man,
This thing's got it.
that's the truck you want.
Oh, my
Some
God.
good engineers with
Dude,
this
how about
thing.
this? Selectable drive modes. Mud, sand, snow, tow haul, eco, and more.
Sand
More.
mode, nice.
I want to be in sand mode,
Yeah.
mud mode, snow mode.
You need that around here.
That's football mode right there. Available FX4 off-road package brings skid plates, off-road tune shocks, e-locking rear diff. Oh, my God. The Ford Blue Cruise hands-free highway driving system. That's available on certain trims. Cab options. You got regular, super cab, and the super crew, plus bed lengths to fit your needs. It is amazing. For more information, visit your local Ford store. The Ford F-150 series. Kidding me with that? Let's talk about the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app. We had the Brain. gave you some little insights. Yeah, when you look at the quarterback rotations, I know it's preseason, but he does a lot with it. I can see the Birds. Birds should. I mean, Dylan Gabriel.
Come on.
Even preseason mode. I like the Birds on
4.5. Sure.
I hate to say
Let's
it.
go.
But, I think it's smart. Like, Brain does it through.
He said he makes more money in the preseason
than he does in the regular season. Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
So check out and you read off the bet parks. To me, that's Saints, and I know my man Nicky will be doing it. Nick from Collegeville. Saints 0 win, 1 win, 2 win, 3 win. Right? You go across the board $5.
Spread your money out.
Right? You can always get it back. Across the board $5. You're going to make money off of that. They're going to be terrible.
So 0 wins 100 to 1. 2 wins was what?
10,000 to 1.
Well, yeah, plus 10,000, but that's like break down to 100 to 1 plus 10,000.
Okay.
I think $2 pays 200.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's all right. You throw $20 on it.
Yeah.
2,000.
Yeah. You can, end of the season. That's
that's
Super Bowl
a
money.
great bonus at the end of the season.
All right. Check out the Bet Park apps. They have everything. Everything you want is on the app. Check it out. It's so much fun, including the casino. New customers get up to $1,000 casino bonus back. Go to betparks.com for all the details, all those fun games. You got to be 21. You got to be in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland, Ohio. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Now it's time to go to the editor's desk.
Extra, extra, read all about it.
This just in, ladies and gentlemen, and all the ships at sea. It's time for headlines from the editor's desk with Pat McLoone.
Oh, there he is. In the shadows.
Boys, you are looking live at the Atlantic Ocean
Nice.
from Seattle City, New Jersey.
Sweet.
You're in your happy place.
There you go. Happy place indeed. Yes. Yes.
What'd you do last night?
Last night, we finally relaxed because we had 4 grandchildren with us the whole time up until, relaxed on the deck with a couple of cold ones last night.
And you got a beautiful. Didn't you get great weather? I heard it was beautiful down there.
Absolutely. Great weather. Yep. My sister says that my wife brings it and she did that. Yep. And the kids like looking to see what color flag goes up, red, yellow, or green. And it finally went up green today. So they're not here. What are you going to do? I do have some sports related Sea Isle commentary. One is that anyone in your job, on your team, or whatever, tomorrow is August 15th, the Feast of the Assumption, Anthony.
Yes.
So you want to get your feet in the water. They'll be blessing the water because the legend has it that when Mary made her assumption into heaven, her tears fell upon the ocean. So there's blessed waters in the ocean. So that's one thing. And the other thing.
Wait, real quick, because you bring back such beautiful memories, right? Because my grandmother, that was a big deal, right? Like, you know how it is. So my grandmother, my mom, who I adored, would be like, all right, everybody's got to go put your feet in the ocean. Because we were always down there during the Feast of the Assumption. Everybody, and she had to have all the kids, and everybody would go. And if there was anybody who was ailing, right, she's like, my mom needs to put her feet in the ocean so she gets her circulation going. Beautiful stuff.
Absolutely. Man. Absolutely. So that's tomorrow. And the other thing that it relates to sports is that the first 2 weeks in August in South Jersey are always the most packed. And we used to always come at a certain point in our lives the first 2 weeks in August, and we still do it to this day, because, Anthony, as you know, if you have a kid playing sports, I think Anthony might have started already, but August 15th was the day you had to be back. So Brendan had to be back for football, or my other boys had to be back for soccer or whatever. So you had to do it because, and because of that, the town kind of opens up. But you can see those last 2 weeks that the families that have kids that play sports, they're gone,
Yeah, man. Now it's different. they started in June, right? So they
Yeah.
right, and now like they get a week off over 4th of July, but they started. This was the first week of 6 days. So they're at camp 6 days. They started Monday, so they go Monday through Saturday.
Now they don't move them anywhere. They do all that at St. Augustine, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
back in the day, they would send a team up to the Poconos, and I remember they wouldn't let you have water, the football teams. I mean, that was like barbaric back then. And they would give you salt pills, which were the worst things you could possibly get.
Imagine, you want to talk about barbaric, not having any clue, the harm that they were doing to kids. Like, imagine like hydration. It was a they viewed it as a punishment. Like,
Yes.
you're not getting water. Well, okay, you want me to die? Like, so now you want my performance to be worse because I'm dehydrated.
I know. Crazy stuff.
You want to talk about idiots. Back in the day.
They used to give us sometimes oranges instead of water. They'd have sliced oranges, especially during soccer. It's like supposed to hydrate you more efficiently than just water.
They didn't know anything. They were stupid.
And by the way, just as an observer and a fan of the great Brad Feinberg, was he squatting at that place and he just got busted?
The owners came home.
What's going on there?
Knowing that guy, I mean, who knows? He's probably at the presidential palace and there's a coup outside like it's the Godfather.
Right. That's where you need Baldy down there. That when there's a coup, you want Baldy around, right?
Exactly.
He's a coup guy.
He's a big coup
He's a coup guy. I love it.
I know if there's a coup, I'd want Baldy dragging me out of there. That's for sure. Yeah.
I'll tell you, you look nice and relaxed. Will you go to the beach later?
Oh, sure. Just the two of us. We'll be down there for that. Yep. And then tomorrow, we'll have the Havertown meeting of the boys. We'll get a good circle that with anyone from Havertown that wants to get down. So that'll be good. And if the weather's not good, I understand there's bars down here.
Speaking of which, there was I was telling you about my grandmother. She would hang. She wouldn't go to the beach, right? Except to put her feet in the water. But she would her and our crowd, there was a bar called the Old Philadelphia. It was in Wildwood.
Nice.
And I remember we used to play half-ball like right in the parking lot behind the Old Philadelphia. And you could I still smell that stale beer. The air conditioning dripping and the condensation and the stale beer smell. Like it's all over Wildwood. It's salt air and stale beer. And they would go hang and do their afternoon drinking at the Old Philadelphia. I'm like, they come out looking like VG. Like the sun's shining and they're like,
I hate coming out in the sun in the morning.
And you know what, Anthony? It's those sights and sounds and memories that really got you to become the writer you became, because you really soak all that stuff in, and when you write it, you put it out there for people. And that's what I always talk to writers about. Writers have the access of being at the game or being at camp or something like that, and the reader's not there. And I mean, you got a way to put people in the lot at Old Philadelphia Bar, and that's something that the writers need to do. Is they need to bring the reader to where they are, where they have the privilege to access it that the reader does not.
Yeah, and that's funny. You taught me that, and my old editor taught me that. I'll never forget. I'd be at spring training, and he's like, "You understand? It's cold in New York. It's snowing. It's freezing. You're down there in the warmth. Let me smell the grass. Let me hear the glove. Let me hear the bat. I need to feel it." And I remember thinking about that, and he's right. Like, and the beauty is, you know how we are. I think we're born where I just was always curious. I'm a curious person. So I like to look and be quiet and see what's around me and then describe it. Fun.
Yep. That's how I got started. Ted Solari said to me when he was covering the games or whatever, that, you have a sense of curiosity. Would you like to go answer the phones at the bulletin?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we're
Yeah.
we're born like
Yeah.
that. Well, that's
Yeah.
why you are the legend you are. So let's get to it. From
Let's do it.
the editor's desk, the stories and headlines of the week.
Well, boys, we have 5 as normal, and the categories are Eagles, Phillies, college football, NFL, and the Philly fan experience.
Wow, you got five great ones today. Wow.
We made it through the dog days, Anthony. Football's here, buddy.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'll have no. I have a solid 7 today. I had to kick 2 out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's go Phils.
Okay. Well, the thing with the Phillies is that I kind of workshopped one headline and got it booted, and I did want to stay positive, so that's good. The headline that got booted was "Nobody Loves Jordan." As a play off the "Everybody Loves Ray Romano." We seem to, as we often do in Philly, have the wrong Romano. He insisted it's Romano. Okay. But so because of that, we had to switch it up to Closer with a Closer, which is, I'd rather talk about this anyway. And that is, the 2 losses aside, isn't it wild how the closer has kind of, is it me or is one guy allowed the thing to fall in place?
Oh,
I mean,
you're right.
This guy, he's throwing gas at 103. He's got the joint riled up, and Kirkering looks great in the 8th, and Strom's good in the 7th, and I'm fine with David Robertson in the 6th, and let's use Alvarado, and it's falling into place if they can, get going. One guy, it feels like the closer's getting them closer, Anthony.
That is so on the money. So right. First of all, great job on Andrew, great job on the new. I love the newspaper look. Like, I want the headline with the new. I love that. Great. I love looking at that. It's fantastic. I love your editor's
good job with the photo itself. Yes.
I love it, Andrew. Great job. Pat, you nail it. I feel the same way, because all of a sudden I feel like, all right, they have the best rotation. Even with, obviously Wheeler needs to be Wheeler. We understand that.
Right.
But I feel good about the rotation. I still feel really good about the rotation. You don't worry. When Duran is in the game, I don't know. I have no worries. Like, I'm watching with the calmness that I've never had. The only person that I would feel more calm about was Rivera. When I would cover Yankee games, I knew I could file my story because he was going to close the game.
Yes. Yeah, it's got to be a feeling of contentment there for the Phillies. And I say use Alvarado. And I'm telling you, because you are on one side and I saw you and Jimmy or whatever, I think one of the real keys down the stretch is going to be Luzardo. If we get the right Luzardo, that's going to be a gigantic difference.
Jimmy and I argued. I want to get your opinion on this. You break the tie. But I'm worried. He's a Ranger man. And we argued about the bullpen. I'm worried about Ranger. I don't want Ranger exposed second time through the order. I don't. I think that's when he gets hit, which is why, for me, I'd much rather have him in the bullpen, and I could throw him for an inning or two.
Well, if it was 3 weeks ago, I would have been on Jimmy's side. Today, as it stands, I'm on yours. I mean, Rangers shown he can do it in the postseason. We got that going, but Rangers shows he can do it only when he's got it going, and he had it going big time, but maybe at the wrong time. Is there a way that they can slow him down and build him back up or whatever? But I'm certainly willing to take my chances with 98 miles an hour of Luzardo. And, the problem with Luzardo has been with men on base. If you get to the 5th inning and he's puts a few guys on, it's the postseason. Maybe you got to get him out. Maybe maybe even go to Ranger to get
Yeah,
Luzardo.
I actually think that you should stack those two. I think they would be a good stack. I mean, quite frankly. The thing about Ranger is he's like a ticking time bomb for me. He doesn't have the stuff. And look, I know he had some really good starts early, but one of the reasons why I would not pay him, and if I was a team, I would not go after him, is I just think there's a shelf life for him. I mean, I've seen it every year. Like he reaches an innings total and he goes off a cliff. Look at his stuff. His velocity's not there. There's no bite on his pitches. I don't trust him.
Yeah, he's in a bad spot right now. And when he does fall off the cliff, he falls way off, like the guy that was in there last night. The one thing Philly fans can take heart in is the way I look at it. When Alvarado comes back for the regular season, you can go with. I have 6 guys that even if you pitch guys every other day, I have 6 guys that I go to before Romano. Duran, Kerkering, Strom, Alvarado, Robertson, and I throw Lazar before Romano. I'd only put Romano in now at this point if they're down 7-0 or.
I agree.
Shame. I thought
I
that
agree.
he would. I could have seen a scenario in which he started to get it or whatever, but last night that kind of sealed that for me.
I agree.
And one thing we can also be heartened with, I think, is that schedule, which you and VG pinpointed 2 months ago, has been really tough. It's going to get a little easier, but if it really comes down to nitty-gritty at the end, the last 6 are with the Marlins and Twins. And come trade deadline, I haven't been following the Twins. Maybe you guys have. I meant to do that. But, boy, there's nothing left on the Twins. They've got
They actually, weirdly, have been playing better ball since the trade deadline. But I think that's more of a baseball anomaly.
Right. And there's something about the Twins. But, I if it's down there and it's the Marlins and the Twins, I think they can get 5 out of 6.
You know what's scary? It's the freaking Marlins. You look at their lineup, they got a kid, Marseille. Well, I think that's how you pronounce it. Marsee, something like that. He's a lefty. They brought him up. He's been hitting the cover off the ball. Last night, he had 2 home runs, triple. He was 4 for 4. Their lineup is sneaky good. Like, they got guys that can hit. They can't pitch, but they got lineups. They got a lineup.
Yep, there's always a new generation of young guys in the Marlins that come up. And, that's Luzardo was one of them a few years ago.
Yeah. All right, who do we got?
We got Philly fan, Eagles, college football, and NFL.
All right, let's go fans.
Okay. And there's not much to be said about this, but I need to say it. And the Philly fan thing is, the headline is, "Get me out of this place." And the point is that, is it me or are we really at an all-time low of the fans' experience getting out of sports events down there? I mean, I think about being down there for a Phillies game with friends, and then we went into the lot. We threw my trunk open and had a cooler of beer in there. And we kind of sat there and watched for an hour and a half where it really hadn't laid out. And then there was the anecdotal thing about the last week where you get the Eagles and Nate Bargatze at the Wells Fargo Center at the same time. And you hear about people that were coming from Delco or South Jersey and leaving at 5:30 for a 7 o'clock show and getting there at 8:30. There's got to be a better way to do this. Don't you think, guys?
Dude, the reports of getting out of there. Some people were in the car in the video 3.5 hours just sitting in the parking lot. 3.5 hours after.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
I don't know.
And the Phillies are so
I don't know the traffic, like what happens with traffic patterns, right? But you're right. Like you would think that there'd be a more expeditious way to dump either on Broad Street or if you got to go down to 12th Street. Like, I don't know.
You need to bring it in and run it like a military operation. Get everybody out. It's the
Yeah.
kind of thing, Anthony, that in our day with the Daily News or the papers that you were at when you were, we would have done the story by now where you would have found the closest in similarity towns and then talked about that experience. Because some of those towns, not everything's like Philly that they have all four things down, but none of those towns have the public transit advantage that we have in Philly. And
yeah, but the truth of the matter is,
it's great at it.
Nobody takes public transportation.
It's the only way to fly. I mean,
know.
if you're really worried
But
about
it's
it, it's
a
the only way
small
to fly.
part of the population that does it. Like, because let's face it, with everything down there, you got people from all over that are driving. Forget the people that live in the city that will take public transportation or walk in South Philly. Most of the time, you got cars. That's a great idea as a story. Another great idea would be go to a military expert and say, what would you do?
Yes. Yeah. That's a good way to do it.
How much experience
too.
do they have moving like 40,000 cars out?
Well, I mean,
it's not really a military operation, is it?
Well, when they go into cities, into DC or LA,
it's better than the military. Yeah.
National Guard knows how to do it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. When are they moving that many cars?
I mean, they go in the cities. That's part of the project, right?
Yeah, I think
I don't know who would be an expert.
They don't move that many cars, but you say to them, "Here's our problem. Solve it.
Yes.
Whatever it takes."
Yes.
And to me, it's 2025 and it's getting worse, and it doesn't seem like it should be. There seems to be, and the Phillies are very good about the fan experience. So I don't know what it would be. I would know better than to drive down for an Eagles game, but occasionally you drive down for a Phillies game, and it's really rough getting out of there.
Dude,
it's right with the
guys,
issue because you waited it out in the press box.
What was it? 2 years ago when they were in the World Series, or no? I guess it was 3 years. The Houston series. I had to go to the Sixers. Sixers had like a early preseason, or maybe it was an early game. I think it was an early game. I actually rang the bell, right?
Oh, nice.
And then ran across the street to the Phillies game. And after that night, because it was Philly Sixers, and people were going back and forth. It was we sat in a lot. I brought the family. We sat in a lot hours.
Yeah.
Hours. And it's like that every time there's multi-events. What's going to happen this October? Phil's going to be part of big October. Eagles, Flyers, preseason. Like, there's stuff going on.
I don't know.
Yep.
And it's not getting any better for mass transit. I take the subway down. It's the express trains are about to get cut, so it's going to be chaos.
That's another big issue if some of that SEPTA stuff plays out.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I can't. I think pretty highly of Josh Shapiro. I think that at some point that'll get solved somehow. But I mean, as it relates to SEPTA, but
yes,
this thing.
Yes.
So maybe there's somebody. Maybe one of the diehards has a great plan that they're going to roll out there on YouTube or something like that. Maybe it'll be solved by one of your people.
Say it's ChatGPT. We'll have like 40 car pileups everywhere.
Check it. Do it.
All right.
Do it. Hey, let's take a quick TO, Pat. Just want to take care of some
got
business, and we'll come right back with headlines 3,
Terrific.
2, and 1. They're going to be all football related. So,
Absolutely.
All right, let's take care of some business. We've been telling you about we're live from the Xfinity Studios. Pat is on the Xfinity mobile call-in line, which we love. Look at this ball, right? It's a go football right there. We love it. All right. Life is unpredictable, but the price of the internet, that shouldn't be, VG.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Get a reliable price for a reliable connection. The 5-year price guarantee. Can you beat that?
No,
you can't. No. All in means all in. Wi-Fi equipment, unlimited data included. Introducing the 5-year price guarantee from Xfinity. One internet price, 5 years guaranteed. All right? Change is always happening. Songs are rewritten. Classics are remixed. Movies are remade. Bands and artists come and go. But no matter what happens in 5 years, all right? Who knows what will happen in 5 years, the way we change so rapidly. The price of your internet will stay the same. Yes, stay the same.
That's big because it feels like everything goes up 20% every year.
I know. Do it. Do yourself a favor. Go to Xfinity.com and learn more. All right? I'm a customer. Do yourself a favor. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra, subject to change. All right. Here we go. Let's talk about Parks. Street Road, Ben Salem. Oh, Pennsylvania's #1 casino. Parks Casino. Right there, the mecca of entertainment. All right, boys. You ready to get singing?
Born.
Oh, yeah. Ready. Always ready.
Wake up singing.
All right.
Me.
That's right. Let's go to coming just announced in December in Parks. Stained.
It's been a while since I could hold my head up high. It's been a while since I first saw you.
All right. That's Aaron Lewis from Stained. September 6th, UB40.
Red wine.
How about September 20th, Australian Pink Floyd?
So you think you can tell heaven from hell?
September 26th, The Revivalists.
Wish I knew you when I was young. Could have got so high.
Why doesn't he just get high as he's older? Why's it got to be only when he's young?
Yeah, watch you.
It is you. You and the pagan.
Yeah, October 4th, Kansas.
Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done.
October 10th, Psychedelic Furs, Gary Newman.
Isn't she pretty and
What are
pink?
you going to do? Here am I, guys.
Isn't she? You're a big Gary Newman fan. You're getting to be a Gary Newman fan.
October 24th, Everclear.
I am still living with your ghost.
Saturday, October 25th, Psych Center, Almost Queen, a tribute to Queen.
Is this a real life? Is this just fantasy?
November 15th, Bill Murray and his Blood Brothers.
That Bill Murray?
That Bill Murray, the Bill Murray.
Damn.
Tickets, Parks Casino. Don't forget all the great restaurants, Parks Grill, Steakhouse, Bamboo Noodle House, Chickies and Pete's. Got to be 21. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, let's go back to our man on the Xfinity mobile call-in line, the great Pat McLoone from the editor's desk. All right, let's do my favorite, college football.
There you go. Also looking forward to that. That's another great thing coming up. And the headline there is, can Franklin bring home the Benjamins? And
Wow, that's a great headline. That's a great headline.
And I heard you guys talking to the brain. And I mean, I've always rooted for Penn State. I had two of my boys go there. Pat and Tom went there. I like Franklin. I think he's good for the institution and a great recruiter. But man, you see that guy there, right there? I don't think there's very rare in sports is there more pressure on one person than this guy. Because the number,
he's a fascinating story. He's a fascinating story.
In what sense?
Because of all the pressure that Pat's talking about. And when you're that good of a recruiter and that kind of talent, and, you know, you go back, for some reason, the sun always sets on Franklin.
yes.
Right? Like,
I mean,
I don't
look,
think he's a bad coach. I don't. Listen, his OC will go conservative.
not this guy. Not
Well,
this guy.
I know.
Well, you're
the
absolutely
past.
right about the past. You're absolutely right. And real quick, the numbers against the top 10 are 3-17, 1-15 against the top 5. Since the 2016 Big Ten championship game, 1-12 against the Big Ten. But let me tell you why the pressure's on him. Because from top to bottom. Now, this year, he's got the offensive coordinators, Andy Kotelnicki. The problem with him is getting too crazy with he's got some wild formations and all that. So they're trying to address that. Now they double down this year. They bring in a Catholic ligger to run the defense. They bring in Jim Knowles from St. Joe's Prep in Ohio State to run the defense. He's got the coordinators. He has a quarterback. He has 2 running backs. You noted he brought in 3 receivers from the portal that I hope are good. They've had an incredible legacy of tight ends. You think, oh, no, they lost Warren, first-round pick. They got 2 really good guys. They got this guy, Khalil
He's got everything.
Willie Blake. They got Luke Reynolds. I mean, before Warren, Benton Strange and Theo Johnson both made the league. Gesicki. It's all there. They say it's their best O-line in years. There is so much pressure, and I'm rooting like hell that they get it. And you nailed the stuff on the schedule. It's Oregon and Ohio State. I did not realize, but you did, which I thought was great, is you said they're coming off buys for both of those games.
Here you go. You ready? Here's their schedule. This is you're so spot on. This is their schedule. Nevada home, FIU home, Villanova home. All right. That's 3 cupcakes at home, leading into a bye. Oregon at home on a whiteout on Peacock.
Is it?
Oh, that's terrific. I didn't realize that's a Peacock game. Because I get it, that big college Saturday or whatever, that's been hurting them having night whiteouts. Excellent. That's good.
So then you got.
Is that okay starting off that late? Yeah, I mean, they got LSU's playing like Clemson week 1.
Here you go. Then you got at UCLA. Then you got home Northwestern, at Iowa. Then you got the bye. Then you're at Ohio State. Yeah, I thought that game was at home. That's at Ohio State. Then you're home Indiana, at Michigan State, home Nebraska, at Rutgers. I mean, you got to go to the shoe and win, and you should be able to go to the shoe and win. This is, they got a new quarterback.
But they did. Yep. Yeah, it's all there. It's all there, and it's so great. And I mean, right out of the gate, the brain's right. I saw that. Only in college football would the number 1 team be an underdog in week 1. Seems impossible, but they're an underdog there. I think Texas is going to go up and beat them there. I really do.
I do too. You're breaking in a new quarterback. Arch has at least been around, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Sark's another one. He's a good coach, but man, there are moments in big games where it just goes awry.
Yeah. But I honestly think everything is set up. The pressure on Franklin is going to be incredible.
What's a successful season for him? National championship game or to win in that? You got to be in the playoffs. There are like 12 teams, right?
Yeah. No. Well, playoffs and be in the national championship game.
In the national championship game. Be one of the last 2 teams standing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would agree with that. Yep.
And you can't, and here's the thing. You can't lose a game you're favored.
Right.
Like you can't lose a game you're favored.
And they're usually pretty good at that.
And they were last year. Yeah.
Yeah. And you and I see Aller a little differently. I know all the talents there. Maybe another year of maturity. But he's been great in those games they need to win and not great in the games that are tough. So can he overcome that? You think he can, I believe.
I love the talent, Pat. I love the arm.
No doubt there.
I love the arm. I mean, I'm a sucker. Yeah. I'm a sucker for an arm. A good arm.
The first time I saw him throw, I thought, that's not a Penn State quarterback. That's something different. That, their history doesn't have guys with that kind of touch. That's for sure.
I mean,
Yep.
so that's my I love a kid that can throw, can spin it through everything, man. Any weather, big. I want my quarterback to be 6'4", to have a cannon.
Yep.
That's what
you
I'm
want
looking
your
for.
quarterbacks like your closers.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I want. And I see the
Yep.
kid. He's got all the ability in the world. I don't know
Yeah.
how he's been coached up until that point. I'm not at practice. I don't see that stuff. All I know
Right.
is, the kid in LSU, the kid's father's a good coach, right?
Yes.
Nussmeier, now he'll throw picks, but he's going to, a cracked window, he'll deliver a ball.
Yes. Yep.
So
we'll have plenty of fun going over college football.
I'm fascinated. I should probably do this. I would love to go there and sit with Franklin for 3 days and just kind of shadow him. Like, he's an interesting guy because the way we don't cover Penn State the way we cover the Eagles, right? Like, so there's a ton of pressure on him, but we don't really know him.
Right. Yeah, and he's got a lot of local roots. I think he played at East Stroudsburg.
Well, right.
Yeah, I think he's essentially a Bucks County guy. Yeah.
Yes, and he's a great dude. You know what he is? He's Jay Wright, but not beloved, right? Hasn't won.
Jay Wright. Well, yeah, he's yeah. I mean, the mental toughness of Jay Wright needs to seep into this guy a little bit. I'll tell you that.
You get my point, right? Like, he's almost the flip side of Jay.
Yeah. The other thing where I would say it's a little different is Jay Wright was at the top of his game, and his peers really didn't have much to knock him.
Right.
Franklin's at the top of his game, and the coaches around the league in the country do not like him.
Right.
Maybe because of his success recruiting and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's part of it. But I think there's parallels there.
Yes.
Like if he reeled off 3 straight national championships, he becomes Jay.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
Or 2.
And if you do that up at Penn State, my God, they'll have the stat. He'll be a statue in no time.
I mean,
absolutely.
I just think they're a really interesting story that's underplayed.
Right.
Nationally, I think they're underplayed.
I always wanted to see what a whiteout would be in the fourth quarter of a close game. I was at a couple of whiteouts, and when you're standing at a whiteout, you bounce up and down without jumping. The whole place pops you up in the air. But in a lot of the whiteouts I went to, it was Ohio State, and the second half kind of fell apart and stuff like that. If that came down to nitty gritty, that would be right up there with an Eagles game at its absolute height.
We got Provolone John in the chat. He's like, as an alumnus, I keep trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I can't anymore. He's out on Franklin.
I understand that. Yep.
Yeah, I get it. I'm fascinated by them. I'm so interested in it. I don't know.
Going to be great.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, one thing I thought this, if you don't mind, I thought we'd maybe do a little X-ray of the AFC this week, the NFC next week.
Well, let's go.
Lead right up into it. So let's do the ABCs of the AFC. Mm-hmm. And I would like to be somebody that picks one out that we could really dissect. But I'm looking at this closely, and you guys tell me who that fourth team is. I do not see any more than 3 teams that can be in a Super Bowl. I still can only see the Bills, the Ravens, and the Chiefs. And I'm not even sure the Chiefs are going to win their division this year. I could see them sliding, but I know they're capable of being there. Who's the fourth team?
Chargers.
Oh, here we go. Hardball heaven.
They're on my list.
Chargers.
And why is that? Harbaugh running the ball?
Got the quarterback.
Over the Bengals?
Mark my words, they don't have an O-line, Cincinnati. And they don't have a defense. Mark my
And
words.
how do you know they have the quarterback, Anthony? You
What's
really
that?
like him, huh?
I believe it.
He's got a lot to show me. He's got a lot to show me.
So
Smart man, Pat.
So, but you guys, here's the thing that for some reason there's so much Herbert hate, and I don't know why.
Because we've been hearing how he can spin it, how great he is forever. He comes up weak and small in big games. He doesn't win anything.
Dude, what do you know? First of all, his rookie year to make the playoffs on a Monday night, he won it. He was with the worst coach in one of the worst coach in modern day. He was quotidian. Was he not? He was a buffoon.
Not a great coach, no.
He was horrible. Everybody said it. He was terrible.
I don't know if I'm willing to invoke coach tight.
All right. Now he's with Harbaugh 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And he's got one receiver, one, who he threw to all the time. And they were good. Trust me. They will win something. They will win the AFC in the next 3 years. I don't know if it's this year, but in the next 3 years, that dude can coach and that kid can throw the ball.
They're going to finish.
I'll tell you what,
Slater
going down didn't help any.
No.
Yeah.
Broncos have a better record than the Chargers this year.
I mean, they're another team that I would watch out for.
Yeah, my next group was Bengals, Chargers, Broncos, Texans, but I can't elevate any of them. So I'm interested that you elevated the Chargers.
Yeah, I mean, you just asked me, can they get there? Yeah, I think they can. I'm a believer in the coach. I think the coach is a winner.
Oh, I'm a believer in the coach as well. Yeah,
he's a winner, and the kid the kid can play. Like, why do we kill the kid and not the fact that he was in the worst circumstances as a quarterback working for that playing for that guy? How come he doesn't get absolved from that?
I'm blanking on who the foof we're talking about is before Harbaugh.
Brandon Staley.
Oh, my God, yes. Oh, my God. I put him out of my mind. That guy was the worst. All right.
Well, then why you kill the kid? How old, Andrew? Do me a favor.
Yes.
Look up how old Herbert is.
Yep. He's got to be 24, 25.
I mean, I don't know why everybody hates on the kid.
No, he's 27. He's 27.
27. Perfect. Going into his prime. I don't know why everybody hates on him. Like, I'm not even saying I like him. I'm just saying kid can throw the ball. I got Dracula next to me who hates him, hates Harbaugh. Like, you hate everybody that's a football guy. You hate Harbaugh.
I do hate Harbaugh, but this is Herbert. We've just heard about this kid. It's just like, all right.
Have you watched? Like, you watch him throw. Like, what's there not to like about him?
He doesn't win.
Okay, well, again, as with Brandon Staley as your coach, you want to win?
I don't know. Kyler Murray has any great coaches. He wins more than Herbert wins.
It's Kyler Murray won.
More games, probably, I would think.
Stop, dude. Kyler Murray, please.
Kyler Murray.
But I'm with VG on Herbert. My 2 words to Herbert would be show me.
Thank you, Fat. Thank you.
And if he does, okay. Yep. Now, the other thing
Dracula
I wanted to
Senior.
talk about in the AFC was one team up, one team down, and 2 players. The 2 players I want to watch, you talked at great length about. The 2 players I want to watch are the two picks in the draft. I'm fascinated to watch Cam Ward and Travis Hunter this year.
Yeah.
Dude, hey, Pat, I'm rooting for Cam Ward. Like, no, I love Cam Ward. I love this kid's attitude. I love what he says, his messaging, his work ethic. I'm rooting, and I know that kid can throw it too. So I'm rooting like anything for Cam Ward.
And it would be good for the league if Hunter can pull this off.
Yes.
And, again, we'll have to see. Show me.
Yeah.
Now, as far as up and down, I kind of see they're not anywhere near playoff material, but I kind of feel like the Patriots are getting good again.
Yes. Drake May can play.
I kind of feel like the Dolphins are going to fall off the face of the earth.
We're right there. I completely agree. I think you're spot on with that. I agree.
Yeah. I love the conversation about it's going to be a long year for Kellen Moore, but we'll deal with that next week.
Yes. I'm trying to think other stories. The AFC is interesting. The West is really good. Raiders should be better. I'm going to watch Ashton Genty. I think Pete Carroll will get them on the fast track. Make them not be a mess. Geno's competent, right? So I think that division is the best division in the AFC. I think the East is the worst. Well, I like the North too. The North is interesting because of Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, and we're Stefanski
Always
people.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, the East and the South are pretty bad.
Yeah, the South, Indianapolis, Anthony Richardson stinks. Like, he just can't play.
Oh, my God. If Daniel Jones winds up taking them to the playoffs, that would be bizarre.
And you know what? It could happen. This is the year I'm looking forward to seeing Lawrence, because this is his Wentz make it or break it. Like, either he's going to be a player or he's not.
Absolutely right.
Like,
So in the
Lawrence
money with that.
deserves more criticism than Herbert, right? Like,
I agree with that as well.
I mean, we focus on Herbert, but I was a sunshine guy. Coming out of Clemson, made all the throws, mobile. What was there not to love? I still can't figure out how this kid can't play. I after watching him in college, I don't know what in the world why Trevor Lawrence can't play.
Yes. Well, if you get another guy trying to do it, let's see if he can extract it. That's going to be a lot of good stuff there.
Was it Doug related? Like, Doug presided over Carson and Lawrence.
Yeah. I don't know. You could make the case. I hope not. I
love Doug, so I don't want to,
Yeah.
But
Sunshine also had Urban Meyer. Was that who he had?
No, he had Dabo. Oh, you talking about Jacksonville? Yeah. Oh, that was a disaster.
Yeah.
But people don't seem to elevate. Like, people just, they don't, no one says that Sunshine's a top quarterback.
Out of college.
No, but not now. There are people still ranking Herbert in their top 10 at this point. You're like, all right.
So why don't we finish with a little birds?
Let's do it. You got to love the game more. You got to respect the game more. Listen, we're all Eagle fans.
Linda in the chat saying, cousins make me want to root against the Chargers so badly.
I know. And we have this, you know what it is? Football's church.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so I look at it like a religion. So it's number one's football, the sport.
Yes.
Number two's Eagles.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Number three are the players.
Okay.
So, but I just look at it like, I'm not even the Chargers. Like, I could care less about the Chargers, but it's all the hate that is put on the Chargers that makes me go, you got to respect the game. You need to respect the game more.
I don't respect the Chargers right now. I respect the
It's not
game.
about the Chargers. It's about the game, about what Harbaugh's done. I'm not the biggest Harbaugh fan, but I love the fact, I like John better, but I love the fact that dude is a football coach and he's a winner. He won at Michigan. He won it with the Niners. The guy's a coach.
He's a coach.
That's all. You understand, Pat, where I'm coming from?
Yes, I disagree with your hierarchy. I say Eagles first, the game second.
Right. That's where it goes. And that's, in a nutshell, that's the divide between me and I think everybody else. Because I got the game first.
Eddie Ray saying he threw more picks in the biggest game of the season last year than he did all year.
I know. I can hear it.
He's got a lot of talent. He just needs to prove that he has the talent.
But you understand. Wait, let's go to overtime. This is a great discussion. Great discussion.
So let's do a little.
Wait 1 second. We're overtime, Pat.
Yeah.
He chunky souped all over the field against the Texans.
And he's got great lines. You know, Pat, the hierarchy. Do you really believe? Are you really Eagles won game 2?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Yep.
I don't know why.
Yep.
You don't have
Eagles
the
first.
Eagles without the game.
Huh?
Like, you don't have the Eagles without the game. Therefore,
Well,
the
I'm just
game
talking
should
about
be
from a worshiping standpoint. Eagles get the full. Like they get the. You kneel down there. The game. You can. Stand in the middle of the church for or something. But
Wow, that's awesome.
You would
Eagles.
still watch
I'm-
Sunday games if there's no Birds. If the Eagles left town, you'd still watch games.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I will say, and I know this drives Anthony crazy, is I am so down with the red zone that if I had to go back,
Oh,
to
man,
just
we are
watch the
kindred
football game, it would
Draculas.
really drive me. Oh, it would be horrible. I'm so worried that ESPN
You're breaking
is
his
gonna
heart.
screw
You're
that up.
breaking his heart.
No, I know
Yeah.
this. I know Pat's a big red zone guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we've talked about it before.
Now,
Oh
listen,
my God!
I love
Jeez,
Linda,
do
right?
not
Like,
mess that
I
up,
get it.
ESPN.
Like, we're Eagle fans. I just look at it. It's probably your fault for breeding the journalism. Like,
Oh, he's blaming you now, Pat.
the importance
Yeah.
of the hierarchy, right? Like how you genuflect. And I guess I genuflect more of the game because without the game, like the Eagles are a product of the game. So that's why they got to be two. It's God, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit.
All right.
Go Birds.
There you go. Now,
I don't know.
speaking of the
I love
Birds,
this stuff. I do.
Say go
But
Birds.
like,
Go Birds to Anthony. He's like, go NFL.
Like, I'm looking forward
Yeah.
to, like, we got prep against American Heritage coming up in 2 weeks.
yep, a real school against a made-up school,
Yeah.
whatever American Heritage is. Come on.
Anyway, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I digress. What's our
No, not at all.
What's our,
Not at all.
what's our last
That's
headline?
another nice beach thing when they've gone to the thing where there's a couple of Catholic League or games down here in Ocean City or Wildwood. You know, it's a nice little touch. Nice little touch.
Yeah.
So on the birds, I've got things are heating up. You know, for a while there, we didn't have anything to talk about other than that we always have stuff to talk about, but that everything was positive. And so now we're seeing stuff. So I wanted to get a feel for what you thought, but I wanted to start real quick with two quick writing things. Is first of all, I told you this week that I just wanted to congratulate our friend Dick Girardi, who's going into the Philadelphia Sports Hall of Fame this week.
Oh, nice.
How about that, DJ?
Well deserved. And I wanted to congratulate you, Anthony, on a fine addition to the squad and a former Methacton football player, that E.J. Smith, who you think the world of, and EJ looks like he's hit the ground running for you guys, and I'm sure he's going to do great things.
Well, EJ's the best, but let's full transparency. Pat is like the concierge, the PHLY,
Yeah.
right? So any moves that are thought about, especially with me, and then I get Vincent on the caper, are made with Pat, like blessings, right? Like, so I go, what do you think about such and such? If such and such were to happen, what would you do? WW Pat D, right? You know, and so
well, I was wildly in favor of EJ.
yes,
he's as good a man as he is a journalist, and he's young and going to get even better.
He's fantastic.
Really
we love him.
gets
What a personality, too.
Multimedia stuff that we had to struggle with at the end of our careers. So good luck to EJ, and he'll fit in real well.
Yeah, fantastic, buddy.
But birds now, a couple things. It seems like they're already treating Quinyon with reverence. I think Quinyon, it looks like we really have a Pro Bowl guy. We really have Guantanamo Bay. We really have teams that are going to only look to one side of the field a little bit, which makes the other side of the field so interesting. If you had to guess, Anthony, who's the cornerback on the other side against Dallas?
Who's the quarterback? Who's the cornerback?
The quarterback
Jacorian
opposite
Bennett.
Quinyon against Dallas.
Jacorian Bennett.
Wow. Interesting. Okay.
I mean, it's either him or Dory Jackson.
Okay. You think that they've already seen enough of Ringo, right? Or they feel he's not there?
And Pat, he got toasted yesterday bad.
Okay.
That wasn't even the preseason game. Like, I think at one point they were hoping Ringo would win it, but I think now that they're definitely afraid.
Yeah.
I think there's a better chance that Coop is on the outside or yeah. I
All right,
think
now,
it's Bennett.
I can segue almost any way on the Eagles, so I'm going to make a Cooper segue. I watched you talking to EJ yesterday and sizing up the wide receiver, and knowing you as well as I do, it meant nothing to you that Aeneas Smith was a punt returner, that he's going to have to prove himself as a receiver, because if you have to, you would put Cooper back there, right?
Heartbeat. He's your best
Yeah.
player. Heartbeat. And here's the problem. Here's the issue. Is I think Cooper is legit. I think Cooper is a player. Like, I know he comes from Tarleton State and the whole thing. That kid can play.
Yeah. I really liked in the first week watching that McKee to Cooper combo about how quick and how accurate and the zing McKee put on some of those passes, man. It's pretty impressive.
You know what he does? I mean, and this is something that, obviously Jalen's the quarterback and everything else. But the one thing that McKee will do is he lets his receiver go make a play on the ball. Like, he'll throw you with that kind of touch. I'd like to see Jalen do a little bit more of that. Not just down the field either.
Right. Another category. I'm not feeling Toth as the starter for week 1. And I'm not feeling the Eagles rushing Dickerson either. It doesn't matter. If Dickerson's good by week 3, week 4, that's great. Just make him what he needs to be.
Yes.
Because we can see a couple bumps in the beginning of the season. After week 1, of course, that's they got to roll that spot. Yes. No mercy on that one. But I was a little surprised that Toth's out there, but they got a couple moves there. But I'm certainly not feeling that. I would, if they, but I'm wondering if maybe they think Steen's going to be at right guard all year, so let's not mess with that or whatever.
That's exactly what their thought process is.
Okay.
It's exactly what. If this was, God forbid, something really, really serious, they would have moved Steen.
Okay. And thank God that was because Dickerson is. When I think of Dickerson, I always think about him talking in that pregame huddle about that what he wanted was violence.
Yeah.
And he getting everybody. That was I love stuff like that. Yeah. Absolutely. Now, as much as I'm not feeling Toth, I think the number 1 pick, boy, he's ahead of the curve. He's ready to. He's getting there. I wish my man would have caught that interception the other day, but
Pat, that kid, like I can't wait to watch the defense. Now I know the safety spot and the other corner spot is a hold your breath, but man, everywhere else, like between the tackles, Carter, right, between Nolan Smith off the edge, Hunt, I can't wait to watch the linebackers and then Coop and Quinyon. Like, that defense is going to be fun, man. Jihad's a stud, absolute stud.
And it's crazy now that they got the depth they got there. It looks like Mondon's going to be an NFL player too.
Yeah.
And then I love Nakobe Dean. Boy, I hope he doesn't get caught in the shuffle there or whatever. But
I know we have one of our Rothman doctors on coming back from that injury. It's not a lock.
Yeah.
It's hard.
No, yeah.
Saying Trout
really
Jr. looked good yesterday. They were saying flying to the ball.
Yeah. But look, if we're worried about the left guard and the who the 4th linebacker is, it's not a bad place.
We're not,
to be.
Pat. We're worried about safety and cornerback.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do we feel about the safety?
Yikes.
Where's that at?
I'm at a yikes. You seem to be at a wait and see.
I need to wait and see a little bit because here's the thing is if it's that bad, he'll have Coop at safety. Coop's going to be in safety and base, right?
Yeah.
So that gives me, obviously, I'll feel good. Now, when you're in nickel, I think I think he's got a shot to play the nickel, right? Even though they've moved him on the outside, I still think he's got the shot to play the nickel corner if safety's a disaster, right?
Yeah.
So I think, Coop will bridge some of that concern.
Is there any talk can Makuba play corner? Because he's a little undersized for
He was
safety.
a converted corner. He's more of a safety. He can't play corner. He's got to get safety down. He has to, because I don't believe in Sidney Brown.
Yeah.
So there you have it, boys. I'm open for anything else, but
my man, I could do this all day. I forget sometimes we're just on the air kibitzing because it's the greatest. I love it, like the chat and us, and it's so much fun. I love it's a treasure. It's a gift. We love you, man. Go have some fun.
We'll do. See you next week, guys.
When's your first point?
Oh, the first point tonight. That's a Red Cup scene down on the beach around 2:30. I'd say.
Nice.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. Beautiful day.
Would like nothing better to have you two guys sitting on right next there.
I
love it.
Before football, are you down the whole time?
No, this is my second week, but the thing about it, my sister's so generous, I can get down when I need to. Yeah.
We may have to do an excursion. We have to do one excursion, one afternoon on the beach. I think
I'd be okay with that.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
We may have to tape an interview or something, 2-hour show, and tape it and just bolt. My man,
right,
we'll figure it out. All right. I love to do it.
Very
love
good.
you, buddy.
Take care.
There
See
he
you guys.
is. Pat McLoone from the editor's desk. 11:11. Make a wish. That's what my wife and I say every day.
At 11:11?
11:11. I see it.
Yeah.
I see 11:11. 11:11 signifies angels.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
Nah.
What?
Not big on the Angels. I don't know why. The Angels are.
I'm a huge angel.
Not
man.
even just the Angels.
Oh,
It's like a good luck thing. It's numerology. 11:11.
Yeah. I'm an angel man too. I believe in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I believe in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Of the crew of those kinds of people, I don't want to hang out with the Angel guys. I don't know.
What do you want to do? Hang around with demons?
I don't know.
Less than less,
A little
man.
bit of an edge. He's a little
Football guys, Angel guys. He's out.
He's
like wizards, maybe, but angels.
Wizard.
I think he might be evil.
Oh, yeah, he's a warlock.
Yeah,
This guy's a warlock.
Give me the warlocks.
Yeah, look at him.
Yeah.
He looks scary.
He's definitely a warlock.
In fact, Eddie Wright sent over a picture of the creep show dude, the skeleton,
Yeah.
and it reminded me of VG a little bit.
Yeah. The Crypt Keeper?
Yeah,
Yeah.
A little darker though. He's not as pale as I am.
It's like you.
He's got more color.
Yeah, he does.
In fact, I got to send it over to
I'm
put
the
it on the
powder
screen. Put it on the
That's
screen.
ridiculous, man.
It really, Andrew. I'm going to send you.
By the way, my dermatologist said I'm doing great blocking out all the sun with my sunblock this year. So
Good.
Nice and pale, just how she likes me.
Good.
Yes.
You really are. Get the creep show guy on. Let's go. Back in the day.
Hey. All right, let's do it.
We had something else to say?
Nope.
All right.
Do we have it back in the day? Did you?
Yeah, slacked it over.
Okay, great.
Yep.
Love it.
Oh, well,
I'm going back. I'm going back. I'm going back. Back in the day with Truman. Oh yeah!
oh, everyone listening, watching, we're all going back.
That's my fault. I was gonna do it yesterday, and I slipped.
Mm-hmm.
I slipped.
Anyway, well, do you know how many days it is till the season starts?
Yeah, let's see.
Do you?
No,
21.
21 days.
Yeah.
Let's see a nice play by a guy who wore 21 one time.
One time.
One of the best to ever put cleats on the field.
Yeah, baby.
Won a game in Dallas. I remember. I've seen a lot more than that. I've never seen it where it goes all the way down. A sign since fake is a good one. His pass is not. It's picked off by Eric Allen. Allen still spinning, still finding room, and Allen comes out of the pack. Eric Allen.
It's one of the greatest interception returns in Eagles history.
Allen.
Great downfield ball.
Look at that.
Eric Allen steps into the end zone, and the Eagles are ahead.
I don't know. I didn't catch what Summerall said before. He said something's good. That pass is not.
Dude, I think I like him as much as Madden, if not more.
Yeah, they were just great together.
His voice was so great.
Yeah.
I get lost in when you play those clips. I love them, and I just get lost in them.
It's like chicken soup. It's just like
I
don't know, feels good.
Down the sidelines. I love football, man. I try. I realize the older I get, the only thing I really care about is
football,
sports. Well, no, it's
sports.
In fact, a shout out to Joe Barth, who legendary Gloucester Catholic baseball coach. We were told he's working on some stuff, and so we were talking this morning, and like I love those old coaches. Like he's talking about baseball and hitting technique, and it was such an enjoyable conversation. I spent 40 minutes talking to him about hitting, like just the science of hitting and movement, and I realized that like it's really all I care about. I like it better than even teams are fun and all, but I like the sport more, than drama. I can't wait for the Eagles to start. But you get my point. Yeah. Like it's a happy place.
Mm-hmm. Let me show you one thing that I think you'll really enjoy. And we're in the safe zone. Aaron Donald. Look at that. Look at my photo. He can't see it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's been in the sun way too long for me.
I turned him into the crypt keeper.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Way too long.
Yeah, he's got more color than VG, but if you pale him up.
Yeah, you can pale him up. Do a white color overlay.
That's great.
Yes.
In fact, start the show like that. Pale him up and have the show start.
There's a football player who's retired. He's training his sons to get the right mentality. Aaron Donald having fun around the house. If we get that, this is going to be like your spirit animal.
Yeah, I'm already. I'm going to write it down. Aaron, I got to reach out to him.
I think his kid.
I got to get him.
Kid looks like he's like 4, and they're doing some mentality training, and yeah.
Oh, that's great.
I love seeing what guys do in retirement. Hang on.
If you can hit me, you can hit anybody. Come on, go.
Not the head.
Again, go. Ooh, shit. It's a little rusty, huh? Go a little harder?
No.
Okay. Go. I can go harder? You sure? Yeah, probably. What am I going to try to hit you? You little as hell. Go. Pull out! Pull out!
You get ready.
Oh, God, I love that. That's fantastic. Thank you, VG.
Yeah, sure.
That is beautiful. Absolutely love it. That's going to do it for us. Have a great day. We love you, man. You guys are the best. Appreciate it. We'll see you in the morning.
We all silly like the mayor.